I like that one. I do. Because it kind of fits me, because I'm a little crazy. You know, I figure I'll play something crazy. It's going to be a fun show. Good-natured. Welcome to Norton and Friends. Opie,
singular.
He had an elevator accident. He didn't realize that the elevator wasn't there, and he stepped in, broke both his legs, plummeting to the bottom of the elevator shaft. Thank you, E-Rock. He just hung himself. E-Rock set up a giant monitor for the call screen. I guess we have to do that. If it doesn't work on the little monitor. But yeah, Opie had a plan. Bobby, your stuff is right there, by the way. Bob Kelly is my fiance/guest. And we have Ricky Gervais coming in. Did you tweet that funny thing you made, Paul? Paul, the young, good-looking go-getter, who's really been, as we like to say, just tearing shit up around the studio, went and made a funny Norton and Friends video to get everybody psyched about today's radio program. It's viral already. I mean, it's got a real buzz to it.
How many retweets?
None yet, but it's getting there.
Oh, that's viral.
Two retweets already. Oh my God, it's only been up for 6 minutes. Holy shit, this is going to be a good day, a good online day. So it's just myself and Bobby and Ricky Gervais. Whenever
Ricky's coming in?
He's coming in at 9, I believe, yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. I do too. I don't know what he's promoting though. He's got the special correspondences on Netflix, but I just keep going back to the beginning because I thought that first scene really had some moments. And then
when you were in it?
Oh,
did you know you were in it?
No.
Oh, yeah.
And then I did then he's got the David Brent movie coming out. Life on the Road.
How did you like wearing those Daisy Dukes finally?
I know. It was very funny because Travis, the New York Post, just reprehensible with the putting this guy on the cover, this scumbag on the cover. Like they really are bad. Like Fox in general can't stop showing this guy. They all do it, but Fox is doing it like too embarrassing. So anyway, it says laughing killer, and it's got him smiling. Because I guess people who kill never laugh. So. Even Hitler laughed at one point. I'm sure there were some things. I bet there was silly shit that made Hitler laugh. He probably didn't like meme jokes. He probably, like, if Hitler was alive today, he probably would have loved cat memes and weird. Like, it's always weird shit that makes awful people laugh.
I used to have that joke that Obama making his videos in the cave. He had Obama bloopers. Just like, America. Wait. Do it
Osama bin Laden.
Do it again. Yeah, they gotta laugh at some shit.
Yeah, killers laugh.
Yeah, but he was laughing while he was killing.
Yeah, that's a bad thing.
Yeah, like a DC comic villain. That's pretty fucking crazy, just to be killing people and laughing. Usually when you're killing somebody, I would think it'd be so intense.
You have intense emotions?
Yeah, I mean, he's just fucking laughing. That's pretty crazy.
Well, we have the version of the post we have. They said in the early, it says laughing killer, but Travis showed me the later version online where it just says, it's a picture of him and it says he was gay in big letters. That's the headline. And then Travis goes, he was just fighting his homosexuality. Is that what you said, Travis?
No.
Like what did you say?
Well, I said a lot. When I said it's rare when you have something in common with a serial killer.
Yeah. Well, he wasn't a serial killer, but...
Mass murderer?
Yeah, you're just implying that he and I had a lot in common.
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
It's very hurtful. I don't dance.
You laugh.
That's true. And I make others do that. That's what I put on my tax forms. For a job, for work, I put mirth maker. I went to... We'll get back to this guy.
I put girth maker.
Oof.
Hey, come on, son. That was a nice fat joke to myself.
I was at the Cellar last night, and I did did a set, and I went until Colin had done his one-man show around the corner.
Another one-man show.
Yeah, but he's working on one. I don't think it's finished yet. But I didn't see it because I was doing my own set. And I went over and saw Colin, and I saw him at the end. Like, he had already done the show, and he was taking photos with people after the show, and he didn't know I was there, standing behind him, just chip bombing. I probably ruined 6 different people's photos with stupid Colin. So we went out and ate. We had a nice time walking around the village looking for a place to eat. It's a couple of aging queens looking for a delightful end of the evening meal.
Yeah. with your candles.
He had a bag of something though. I don't know what was in it, but
He always has treats.
Yeah.
Yeah, he always goes. I remember one time I saw him, and I came up behind him and scared him, and he had a bag of. It fucking really bothered me. He had a thing of biscuits. He likes biscuits, like Lorna Dunes, whatever the fuck.
Lorna Dunes.
Lorna Dunes, and then he had in the bag a cup of tea. Fuck. Who the fuck puts a cup of tea in a bag?
No one does. You got to carry
fucking
your tea.
Old bag lady. You carry tea. So his cookies got wet. They got mad at me because I scared him.
Oh, because his tea spilled.
His tea spilled in the bag.
But he spills his tea on his cookies anyway.
I know. It just this fucking. He still uses a kettle.
Does he really?
He fucking old cunt.
Kettles really stink, don't they?
I tell them I want to buy them. It's an electric thing. You push a button, and 5 seconds later, it's boiling water. 20 minutes later, and his whistle broke. I heard. Now he just has to. I fucking hate him.
Kettles are very overrated. Because you ever be with somebody they like. No, I like to use the kettle. Like it doesn't taste any different. Hot water in the kettle tastes no different when you microwave it.
No, but they have electric kettles. You push the button, and literally it has a fucking coil that heats the water in 8 seconds. It's literally 8 seconds.
So you wouldn't do that? You wouldn't buy an old school kettle with a flame?
I would to smash over Colin's old fucking English head. Fucking bath taking cunt. He probably does have a bath, has that little metal thing that goes over, and he sits there and drinks his tea and has a crumpet. Fucking reads the paper and writes his one-man shows.
He drips crumbs in the bed, eating a scone.
Oh, fuck yeah. He's a messy eater. You ever eat with Colin?
Yeah.
Eating pizza with Colin is one of the fucking most annoying things on the planet. He eats the pizza. So you share a pizza. So you get a slice and he gets a slice. And you go in slice for slice. But he doesn't eat his crust. He goes down to the crust, puts it on the plate, and then goes for another slice, which is illegal in pizza.
It's weird.
Well, and then he goes back at the end and eats all the crust. The fuck is that? What old guy shit is? What is it? What are you preparing to be homeless?
Yeah, he's hoarding his food.
It's just he's hoarding crust. Who the fuck eats 4 crusts?
I love crust.
I love crust at the end of the slice. And when you share, that's fine if you're eating your own pizza, but if you're sharing a pizza, that means you get to go for the next slice sooner than I get to go because I'm still working on my fucking crust, which takes longer to eat than the rest of the pizza. It's illegal.
Yeah, we almost did that last night. Does he mop the grease with a napkin too? I don't know, but I do that. I soak it. I don't mop it.
What, with the grease on the pizza?
Yeah, I just mop it a little bit. I just kind of soak it. We almost did Joe's last night. We were walking around, and he kept trying to sucker me into going to Joe's. Colin sends me on fucking food benders, though. Like, you want to go into all right, I'll go to Joe's with him, and the next thing you know, I put on 11 pounds.
I know.
Because I can't stop for the next 3 weeks eating bad.
Yeah, he took me to Joe 4 years ago. Now look at this.
Man, it's a downhill.
Yeah, Joe's is the best, though. The best slice in New York City is Joe's.
Yeah, but he doesn't have to do that.
It's a great piece of pizza.
Pizza.
It's great. It is a good. And then you sit at that little park and you look for rats. He likes to look for rats.
Yeah. It's just a creepy evening. So we didn't do it. We went and got seafood.
Wait a minute. You use a napkin to wipe the grease off a piece of pizza?
I just kind of dab it. I don't wipe it a full wipe. I just dab it a little bit. If it's too greasy, yeah. If it's the type of thing where it's like a pool of grease.
There's never a pool of grease
There's
on
a lot.
pizza.
Yeah, sometimes there is. There's a lot. I don't like it. I like a nicer slice. That's just what I like.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know.
We like what we like, Bob.
Yeah.
We can't help what we like.
Yeah, but
all right.
I can still be annoyed at it.
You know what I didn't?
Fucking thin-fingered assholes dabbing off pizza with napkins.
You know what I didn't do last night, and I kind of wanted to do it, was Gaffigan invited me to his premiere, which was very nice. I don't get invited to many premieres, but I got a nice email invite, but I had my set. I didn't go, but I watched one of the episodes of his new show. It's really good. His show is smart and fucking funny and original. So it's a totally non-offensive and it's just a good show. Yeah. So I kind of wanted to go to the premiere.
I don't think he likes me.
Why?
I don't know.
I'm not sure that's not true.
I think it's true.
Jim's he likes everyone. Why wouldn't he like you?
I don't know.
Why would you feel that way?
I don't know, because every comic in the world is on his show.
We weren't on until this year he did a scene.
The key word is until.
Well, yeah, but that was just because he comes in here.
I know.
He felt obligated.
I'm just being a fucking pussy.
He didn't even have me on as a comic. He's trying to have me on as a radio guy. So I'll take it. I'll take anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just saying, it wasn't like he's like, hey, Jim's great. He's like, all right, that's the radio show.
I'm sorry. I made it about me. I apologize.
That's okay. I understand. That's what we all do in show business. You just verbalize it. The fact that I consider myself in show business, this is another time. This should be discussed at one point. And we were talking before the show about the premiere and how, I wish I had gone. And it was pointed out that this is going to be Eric's hand. It's going to get a little bit of airplay this year. We're all very psyched about it. And Travis pointed out before the show that it may get its own spin-off series.
I see it. I mean,
looking for my hand double.
We're weeks away from Eric's hand being everywhere.
Yeah, his
People are
hand.
going to be talking about it. It's going to be amazing.
It's going to be great.
What'd your hand do?
It passed a note to Jim.
Yeah, but they're going to show it at the end of the opening. There's Eric in the back. It says Eric's hand. The opening to today's show. Go to Twitter. Paul made a very funny opening with that. I forget the guy's name. That Jimmy Soul. If you want to be happy for the rest of your life, and it's just a Norton and Friends preview. And at one point it says starring Jim Norton and Ricky Gervais and Bob Kelly and Eric Nagel's hand, and then you just see stupid E-Rock's hand. Oh no, you see E-Rock in the back of Sherrod in the video because apparently E-Rock didn't want to be in the videos anymore. There's no audio, though. You can turn it down. It's just going to be us listening to a song. There's a lot of nice little... there's the guy with just Stefano hand that sandwich. This is a very uplifting...
That bug you?
Oh, boy, did it. Yeah. It annoyed me. It's very funny.
You do a good Trump.
Thank you. And Eric Nagel's hand. Oh, your hand was in the rock. All right. That's the best, though.
That's my hand, though.
I didn't realize your hand was in. It was in the video.
I didn't know
your
until
face.
you pointed that out. Too.
Well done. You caught footage of Nagel's hand behind Sherrod. Really featured beautifully. Eric Nagel's hand was featured beautifully. Das Beso.
Yay.
Oh, God damn it. He said one yesterday, too. I think he said charklet. I love Sherrod, but I think he said charklet. Yeah. You see, here's a few little verbal tics, little errors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Must know.
So I kind of wish I had went last night. I could have went, but I didn't.
You always got to go to those things.
I know, but I already had a set and I found out late, and I'm on tour, so I'm like, I want to work the material. I can't blow off sets. A lot of times I would have blown it off, but it's like I'm going to Albuquerque this weekend, Salt Lake City, so I'm like, you want to...
Those things are always... I try and never say no to those anymore, because I always used to... And I used to get fucked up and insecure and... Like, I'm going to go and nobody's going to talk. I'm not in the fight, And now it's like, you know what? You go because you never know who you meet or who sees you there. And, it's good because they might be like, oh, dude, I'm doing this thing. And,
Never happens for me that way.
Dude, I get so nervous at those things and so fucked up. My agency had an upfronts party at the Soho Grand. And they were like, come. And I never go to them. But I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going. I walked down after my set. And I went in, and it was a room full of really famous people and agents. And I walked through the crowd. It was so crowded, and I'm a big guy, so I got to say excuse me 9 fucking million times. I got so hot, I had to go in the bathroom in the stall and take my shirt off and just cool down. I got so nervous, dude. I was sweating. My ears get hot when I get nervous. And my ears, I felt like they were just like tomato red, and everybody knew, like, because people were looking at me weird. So I had to spend 20 minutes just cooling down. And then I went back out, got a drink, and then all of a sudden I met, this person. And then I met, I always fuck up at celebrities too. I fucking suck. I met a celebrity this weekend. It was terrible. And then what's the lady, the mom from Who's the Boss? Judith White. Who's
Light.
in Light?
Light.
Yeah. All right. Whatever. Amazing actress. Amazing theater actress. She's crazy. Theater royalty. And I saw her with Bill Dawes, who's a comedian.
Yeah, I know Bill.
To Lombardi. I walk up. My agent.
Those are good actors. Isn't he?
Bill's a great actor. Hey, and Dominic Lombardozzi is there. He comes up. All of a sudden, we're talking. I love him. He brings me over, introduces me to her, and I go, I loved you. I saw your play. And I panic. I go, the one about the Yankees. And everybody, you could hear the fucking air get sucked out of the room. And I go, she goes, no, it's okay, honey. It was about Lombardi. It was football. And I was like, oh, no, football. Oh, thank God. I almost went. I'm a Red Sox fan. Ugh, I suck.
You panicked?
Dude, I panicked.
I don't want to bet the Yankees.
I just panicked. I did that with, who's the girl, who's the woman that was married to Rick Fox?
Mrs. Fox?
No.
Eliza Dushku?
No, the one before that. The one he dumped her.
Yeah.
Was it Vanessa Williams?
Vanessa Williams. I'm in an elevator this weekend at the...
Myrna Loy? Guy who's a bad guesser. You just stink at guessing things.
There she is. Wow, Jesus.
Yeah.
She gets in the... Oh, my God. What is that? What is the one all the way with the lady sniffing the butt?
Oh, that's nice.
What is that?
I don't know, but that's from Penthouse?
Yeah, these are the photos that got her...
Miss America taken crown. Although that's the best thing that happened to her because nobody would have given a shit about Vanessa Williams. You know what I mean?
Nope.
This made her...
her who she is.
Very sympathetic, yeah.
Yeah, but they're all fine except for the last one with the chick sniffing her butt.
To me, that's the one that makes the series.
I know.
It looks like she's on the front of a ship.
That's the Christmas card.
That's the Christmas card, the ass sniffing. It looks like she's on the front of a boat, like she's a fucking... What do they call those things in the front of boats?
Like she's blowing a conch shell.
She's doing a Ricola commercial in Vanessa Williams' asshole.
Okay. That's funny. You went right for the good one. There's no, we can't do any other one. That's just the one. That's the last one we should have done. Yeah, she jumps on the elevator. It's a packed elevator, and she's right in my face, and I'm just like, "Hi, I was on I did Jimmy Kimmel with you. I was a comic, and you on with Ryan." And I just kept talking. I was like, Ryan Reynolds was on, and I said that I said he was beautiful, and she's like, yeah, and then you hear Leary just goes, "Bobby, shut up."
Oh, he's not wrong.
I just can't stop talking.
You were nervously babbling. There's nothing worse than knowing that it's almost like you're at the end of a cliff and you know that as soon as you stop talking, you fall off it. Yes. That's the only thing keeping you. You're like running in midair like a cartoon character, and as soon as you shut up, you plummet.
It's so fucking bad. I just can't.
Do you ever, when you're talking to, like, even if it's not a celebrity, if it's just somebody for some reason, like, you start to get, you're talking and you start to get, like, lightheaded, like you lose your place, you lose who you are, you're like, I'm just floating around here, I have no idea what I'm saying or what I'm doing.
Yeah, you have no opinion.
Yeah.
You
lose the connection.
Well, because they have so much, first of all, they have so much confidence walking into these places because they've done it so many times. And then, there you are, she's there. And, you should just, I don't know, what do you say? Hi.
Love your pictures.
Yeah, well.
Love that picture of the girl smelling your hiney.
Love your movies? Or
no, your pictures.
Yeah, the one she looked like she was you were a boat and she was trying to blow you across a river.
Yeah, like a little paper sailboat. I love when you two are, when you do that German Shepherd photo shoot. Sniffing your butthole.
Yeah, I fucking stink, man.
That was the good one. It looks like she was eating a bunch of turds.
I hate Jim. I fucking hate him. I hate that my kid hates him. I mean, loves him.
Max does love him.
Oh, he does. He's fucking...
It makes me really happy. I'm torturing Bobby. I like to ruin people's lives like through other means.
Yeah, comedy.
And Jonathan, I'm hitting through ruining his marriage with the characters.
It's so fucked up when you say that, ruining somebody's marriage.
Yeah. His wife has really had it up to here with him.
Oh.
She's fucking fed up with him scaring his dog doing Edgar. And he scared Murray the dog one time. He was alone and really quiet in the house. And he did an April Fools! And the fucking dog ran into the other room. She slammed the bedroom door shut. And Bobby threw Little Max.
Oh, he loves it.
He loves Chip.
He loves. I don't see him. I was away for 4 days. He didn't smile as much as when you fucking FaceTime him.
Yeah, the only FaceTime calls I'll accept. I never do FaceTime except for Bobby and his kid. I do Chip.
Yeah, it's fucking infuriating. We'll be having a great time playing. He'll be like, Chippa. When if he sees my phone, Chip, call Chip. He doesn't even want to call my mom, my mother, like his grandmother.
Sure.
I'm like, you want to call Yaya? No. Call Auntie Lisa? Nah. But Auntie Lisa's in the hospital. She would, no.
Yeah, they don't get
Call
it.
Chippa.
What's Yaya?
Yaya, that's just, it's Greek or some shit.
Huh. It's a positive affirmation. It's better than saying no. I mean, I'm just trying to play devil's advocate.
Who the fuck is that?
It's just me.
Oh. I fucking hate that.
It's just me. By the way, I'm getting...
it's Greek, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I had to buy...
Came out of the closet?
No. I'm still fucking dibbing and dabbing and moonwalking back in.
Dibbing and dabbing and moonwalking.
But it is. I was just talking about reading glasses, but yeah, it is funny how this guy was. They said this guy's gay, or he's bisexual. Yeah, that's religion. All that fucking anti-gay shit, man, and you get all those weird feelings. And his father was like some anti-gay guy, so he probably grew up wanting to suck dick or whatever, and then feeling guilty about it and conflicted about it. And probably he's a psychopath. Those things plus being a psychopath is a recipe for terrible things.
Yeah, it's just fucking ridiculous. It's just terrible.
They all knew him in the club. They're like, yeah, I've seen that guy around. I'm so happy that that's coming out. Yeah. Like, if you're one of these guys who you're ashamed, if you're ashamed of being gay and you want to keep your mouth shut, that's fine. If you're married, you get kids. But if you go out and do something like this, it's nice to know that. I love the fact that ISIS claim responsibility.
Yeah, and he's
dopes.
And he's a gay guy.
Oh, that makes me so happy.
Yeah. It's almost like a Trojan horse.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, he's one of us. Oh, yeah, good. He was blowing everybody in the club.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. We didn't mean it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's funny to see ISIS now back. They're going to have to back up off this statement.
Yeah.
Or they're just going to say that it's all American lies.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy that
on gay apps. He was on gay. I forget the one called Jacked. Why do apps always have an apostrophe at the end? J-A-C-K apostrophe J. I really have never heard of that one.
Jacked?
Yeah.
That's funny that you're looking at our eyes when you say, I haven't heard of that one. And we didn't say anything.
No, I know, but I'm just saying for those out there that would assume that was on Jacked, I'm not.
What are the gay apps?
Grindr and Jacked.
That's it?
I don't know. The only one I ever heard of was Grindr, honestly. I never heard of this one, but I guess there was other ones that he was on.
Yeah.
And one guy said he was talking to him on a gay app or something, and he gave the FBI. I thought, of course, we always put ourselves in these situations. So the guy who was talking to him in the app gave the FBI his phone, so they can go over the communications and stuff. But Fox cannot stop fucking showing this guy's face.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I mean, at least, whatever. Anderson Cooper did a very nice tribute where he showed the victims and they didn't talk. Megyn Kelly, good for her, not showing it. And look at this. He's holding it on Fox. They're holding up the paper. Rupert Murdoch owns all of it, but they're holding up the paper, which the New York Post, which is also owned by News Corp. What the fuck are you guys doing over there? He's gay, it just says. Why is there an exclamation point like that's an exciting revelation? I mean, and it's interesting. Like, oh, yeah, he's another one of these guys. Like another politician. These anti-gay politicians, They can't stand gay. Like, you don't have to love gay people. If you're like, yeah, I think that's disgusting, that's not my lifestyle. All right, fine. That's you're allowed to feel that way. But if you're one of these people that just can't stop thinking about how much you don't like gay people, if it becomes your cause,
Yeah.
you are a fucking
Crazy
cocksucker.
person. You're a crazy person.
Yeah, but you want dick. You want dick.
Yeah.
If you're that invested in fucking caring about people putting dick in their mouth and and marrying other gay people, you're you're a self-hating gay person.
Yeah.
It's insane to think that much. I don't tango. I don't do the tango. I'm not a good dancer. I never think about people who do the tango. Ever. Never. I don't care who does it. I never think about people tangoing all over. I'm never like, who the fuck tangos? Funny how I didn't use that example. I went for the tango. But you know what I mean? Like, it never occurs to me.
I'm trying to stay with you on this one. With this tango thing.
Meaning,
really pisses me off.
If you have
I know what it means.
no connection to something,
It's
why the
just a
fuck
shitty
do you
analogy.
care? Sure, it probably is. I just couldn't think of something else that's popular that I don't do.
I think you just wanted to use the word tango.
You're not wrong.
It's a fun word.
Sure is. You never get to use it.
No, you really made me want to say it.
That's a great word.
Tango.
Tango and cash. Ooh. But if you don't, there's no reason to give a fuck.
Yeah.
There's no, and I know it's what it does to society. Shut up. There's no reason to give a fuck more than just, yeah, I don't like that. It's not for me. But if it bothers you that much, if anything bothers you that much, it's because you have some kind of a weird connection to it. I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
It's just, to be that against something that doesn't involve you.
Who gives a fuck?
I don't, it's.
What, two guys want to fucking bang each other? Who gives a shit? Who cares?
Yeah. His father was a big
Yeah, he's a fucking
nut, I hear.
nut job too.
Is he making videos? Do we have any videos of his father? Wasn't he like saying he was the Afghan president? Like he's just a weird dude.
He was he wanted to run for president or something like that.
He's an ISIS. He's a Taliban sympathizer.
Oh, okay. One of those like religious dudes.
No, he
But
it's fucking crazy.
I get the New York Post is doing. He was gay! Exclamation point. Anderson Cooper did a nice tribute. He get kind of emotional. You know.
Anderson Cooper's gay,
Yeah.
allegedly.
No, he is.
I
He
know, I'm
said it.
kidding.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, he's of course.
But it was very nice to see someone mentioning all the. It was just again. It wasn't. It was just mentioning the victims' names, and when they had a photo, showing a photo, and then telling a very brief thing about them. It might have been one sentence. He was a dancer. A lot of them were dancers. His friend said he was gregarious or whatever. Just a line or two about the person. But there was a lot of them were dancers.
Yes.
But I guess they're in a club too. That's what you do. But it was just nice to see somebody, not talking about this jerk off. And once again, I can't even read it. I can't even look at the post. Fucking the killer's lair. Stop it.
Is that
What do
him?
they have? Yeah, it's his father.
Jesus.
Goddamn good head of hair though.
Looks like Saddam.
Yeah. Unless that's a wig. If that's not a wig, we must put our differences aside and say and give credit where it's due for a damn good head of hair. Oh my God, that guy! He has hair like Tucker Carlson. That guy has a marvelous hairdo.
Fucking mustache too. They won't let go of that fucking mustache.
They really won't.
They will not let go of that big Magnum PI mustache.
No. Do we have audio of this guy, or is this?
I'm looking. This is just facts.
I'm
right
pretty
now.
sure it's all
Jesus.
not English.
Is it not in English?
Yeah.
That's his father.
Oh yeah, he looks like. Well, he really does look like Saddam.
Really does.
Then again, that could be fucking half the guys over there. We wouldn't know it. I've never been. I mean, I've been to Iraq, but British, we are. He says, he's holding up a sign saying, "Oh, British, we are friends." No. All right, I'm already tapping out. Here's a Hotmail address.
Yeah.
Yeah, his dad's a weirdo. But that's probably what made. We could turn it down a little. Cause I'm getting distracted because I do understand what he's saying. I don't agree with this message. But that's what made this. This guy probably half a nut. Is his father's growing up the whole time, probably bashing gay people, saying they're evil, they're gonna die, and then this guy's walking around fucking Orlando, looking at a bunch of guys with no shirts, going, "I wouldn't mind tenderly kissing those abdomens."
Well, he probably grew up in two worlds, our world and that world, and he probably lost his fucking scruples. He probably got a lot of shit growing up from that guy. He's got a lot of dad issues, a lot of family issues, he wasn't brought up right. And then now he's brought up in America where you got, video games and hot cock right on your phone.
Yeah.
And, you probably feel guilty all the fucking time. You probably feel like you've disappointed your dad, you disappointed your family. I'm a fucking disappointment. And, but you can't help your desires. And he probably dabbled and then was like, I'll never do it again. And then dabbled again.
Yeah, Allah save me.
Yeah. He probably went through what a lot of fucking guys go through, gay guys go through, except they kill themselves, suicide,
right.
And because they can't get through it. A lot of straight eights or whatever they call them, guys who are married or dating girls or hang out in that alpha male world, but they're gay or they're bisexual. And they dabble and they just feel guilty and they're fucked up and they can't get out of it and they can't,
just
come
can't
out.
Get out of it. Can't get out of it.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Here's the message.
And he, instead of killing himself, he just went and fucking killed
everybody else.
Took everybody that represents his fucking pain or whatever out, which is crazy.
Yeah, it's like just fucking man up.
And of course, his religion is involved too.
Ugh.
Just fucking crazy.
Stop trying to please your fucking parents, people out there. Just stop it.
Just suck a dick. Who cares?
Did you say that or did I think it?
I said that.
Stop fucking trying to please your parents. I understand parents influence us and make us who we are to a certain degree. Yeah. But once you're an adult, just go fucking stop it. Stop trying to relive it and make mom and dad like you and be your daddy's perfect son. Jesus Christ.
It's hard.
I know it's really difficult. You don't even realize you're doing it, but just fucking cut it out.
It's hard to...
Plus, he's probably mentally ill, so I'm talking about a guy who's probably a psychopath. It's not like he was mentally healthy aside from wanting to suck dick.
Could you imagine going home to that fucking guy, though?
Who, him?
The father. That fucking...
Well, let's be honest. He did pass on that good head of hair. Holy shit. That's a hairline. That's, by the way, that's the hairline of a fucking militant.
Yeah, right.
Or what did Hillary say in Islamist list? Did she not even say it right? She said,
is that his hair or is he wearing a hat?
That's a hat.
Oh.
She said Islamism.
She said, yeah.
Is that a word? Radical Islamism. Who said that? Who says that? Say radical Islam. Stop adding syllables.
No, they can't say it.
No, radical Islamism. What are you doing? You said radical Islam. It's okay.
Oh God, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Guy taking a bunch of selfies with a little shitty cell phone.
Yeah.
But he's just a psychopath, too. But just stop trying to live up to what your parents want you to be.
Yeah.
Just fucking cut it out already. Let's see. What is this guy? Jesus, can you make these a little bit bigger? By the way, I can't even see the fucking... They have a giant monitor in front of me.
You want my glasses?
No, I don't. But thank you. I had to buy reading glasses.
You want me to sit over there and read it to you?
No, I don't. I bought reading glasses.
Yeah, I got mine.
Cost me $25. I can't even go out and read the paper anymore. It's getting to a point now where I've lost the battle.
You do what I did. Go to the optometrist. Have your eyes checked because your right eye might be different than your left eye. First of all, and have him make a reading prescription.
I will
get glasses. These glasses, I like these glasses. They look good on me.
They look good if you're welding. They look good.
And I can't. Well, what are you gonna do? I got a big head.
Yeah, if you're playing fucking handball, those are perfect.
Those would look good on you, Jim.
No, they wouldn't.
These would look great on you. Try these on. You look fantastic in those
giant welding glasses.
You'd look fucking great in those. Let me see. That's
Jesus Christ. What did you clean these with? A fucking oily rag? I can hardly see anything.
You look like
I feel like I'm in a foggy neighborhood.
I have to clean them.
Yeah, I know you have to clean them. It's like looking through. These are made of gauze. Bobby's glasses are gauze.
You look like a bug in a cartoon.
Yeah, you do.
What? Oh,
fucking cartoon bug. He walks close. Stop being so close.
Look, can you read with him though? Look down here. Can you read that better?
No, I can't. What is your vision? 1800? No, I can't. No, so I had to buy fucking... I've been going out... You think everyone knows the drill. You fight it. You buy the paper, and again, until they build arm extensions, I just can't do it anymore. And I'm sitting in the diner the other day by myself. What else is new? Lonely half a fruit, eating a meal alone again. holding the fucking paper at arm's length, just looking at it, and I just can't read it anymore. And I'm like, what am I doing? I feel like if I buy glasses, if I buy them, I am no longer going to be able to, like, my eyes are then, it's downhill. But I'm probably straining them worse.
They like you around our age.
Peckles.
Your eyes go, dude. That's it. You gotta take the hit.
I know.
Get a pair of glasses. But see, I'd rather have regular glasses that I picked, the frames, and they look good on me, than you get these reading glasses and you look like fucking somebody's aunt.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Like Voss puts it. Oh, I hate when he takes his reading glasses out. Oh,
sorry.
What the fuck was that?
I couldn't help it. That's the sound that Vanessa Williams was making in that photo when the lady was blowing into her hiney. No, I wound up they're just magnifying glasses, so there's no prescription to them. I will get one, but I just wanted to read the paper that day, and it was so much easier. But then I feel like, no, I can't because this is going to make my eyes worse. Yeah, you look like Uncle Junior. That's who you look like. Fucking Bobby looks like Uncle Junior in those glasses.
I think they're saying you look like Uncle
maybe
Junior.
with the glasses. Yeah. What are you, E-Rock? What are you walking around the studio for? We have business over there.
What are you doing?
Get back over there, E-Rock.
No, let me smell it. I want to smell it.
Stop spraying things. You're distracting the program. What are you doing? Do your duty over there. Do your duty.
Do your duty.
Are you saying, oh, yeah, that does have a little bark to it, doesn't it? Is that bad?
Let me smell
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Thanks, buddy.
It's lingering.
Yeah, it is. It does. Oh, thanks, buddy. But
It smells like old furniture.
Yeah. It's bad.
Oh, God.
So I went and bought reading glasses, and it's weird to go out and make that hit because you're getting older. The reality is, I'm getting grayer hair. It's not all gray. Some of the videos it looks grayer than it is because of the light. But I mean, my hair's getting gray. It's like my pubes. I don't even know what they look like because the minute there's like a little bit of stubble, they come right off.
I got to shave mine.
Are they gray at all?
I literally grabbed a fistful of my pubes.
Are they gray?
I don't know.
I can't look.
I can't see.
I can't. So I got to fucking. It's like you just realize you're getting older, man. Look, the option is don't get older. Just it beats dying. But
can I say?
Sure.
I remember when I first started comedy, and you go on the road and you're middling, and the headliner would come in, and he'd have that shirt, and then he'd pull out his reading glasses.
Yeah.
He'd be wearing some type of sandal.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, fuck. I don't want ever. Now when you show up, I have the reading glasses, and I don't wear sandals, of course, but
yeah, we do the same.
Fucking, you're just fighting it.
You fight it.
Yeah.
And there's no way. It's a no win. Like I find the font on my phone, I leave small because like Keith Robinson. Literally, you could read it with the Hubble telescope. His font. It's like one word. It's like one word per line, and he still holds it up to his dumb face.
Yeah, he refuses to fuck. He wears glasses though.
Yes, he does.
But sometimes he doesn't. Yeah, but he still can't see.
And I don't want to do that. I don't know why I think that's such a sign of weakness. When my eye doctor, my nose doctor, I had gone for my sinuses. And we were talking one time, and I was like, yeah, this is happening. And he goes, well, yeah, you're getting older. He said, the body's not designed to live past its 40s.
No shit.
Yeah, he goes, the human body is designed, you're supposed to be dead in your 40s. Everything we do to live longer is all medicine and science.
Wow.
He said, so now it's just maintenance from here on out, just keeping yourself from degrading. And he was right. And then he's old, so he retired. All right, let's take a phone call. I never thought I'd be saying that eagerly. Let me look. Oh no, John in Honolulu. This is a weird one from Hawaii.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi, John. How are you? How's old Mr. Hanalei?
I have no idea.
Remember him? He was the old guy in the cave. Was that Vincent Price on the Brady Bunch?
Yes. Yes, it was.
Remember when Greg went out there and he had a pseudo-homosexual encounter? No? All right, sorry.
That's how you interpret it?
Yeah, he was surfing with his friend.
Yeah.
And they had tiki.
Yeah, the tiki necklace. That gave him bad luck.
Bad luck, yeah.
Yeah.
His father sat on something, and the next thing you know, 2 years.
Never gets old.
Never gets old. What's up, buddy?
I'm really just happy to listen to you live right now. I haven't been able to in a while. When you're out here right now, it's almost 2 a.m. So, you guys are all kinds of weird with my schedule now.
Oh, why can't you listen to us live?
Well, not live.
Oh, live. You usually listen on the replay?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that we were on in Hawaii, to be very honest. I don't know why I thought we weren't.
Okay. Or Sirius XM, they have a contract or something to build an antenna out here, and that was approved back in like 2011.
Okay.
But they never actually built it, so I have to listen through the phone app.
Oh, okay. So we're not on. I wonder why they didn't build it. I'd love to be on in Hawaii.
Yeah, there's like 2 million some odd people out here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't assume they'd all be listeners, but I'd sure love to get out there and do some jokes.
Does any comic ever come out here? I literally just moved here 2 weeks ago.
I'm sure they do. I mean, like, you know, I don't know how many gigs are out there, but I would love to get out. It's funny, I was talking to somebody who did comedy, and she was saying that she had done, Casey, she worked with me in Long Island this last week. She's very funny, and she had said she had done some open mics and stuff when she was living in Hawaii, which I was thinking, like, that's the first comic I ever talked to who started or was early on in Hawaii. Seems like a weird place to start comedy.
Yeah, I know Schumer came out here, and she did a show back on the 7th. You know, it's just her and Wanda Sykes did some kind of show. I don't know what it was, but it was right when I was looking for a house, so I missed it.
Oh, well, I'm sure it did well. She's on tour now. I'm seeing like her and Louis. They're overseas, like in the Netherlands and fucking Paris and all these places. But I'm really happy to be going to Albuquerque. All right, thanks for the call, buddy. All right.
Oh, but one more thing.
Oh, yes.
Eric, sorry I haven't been able to call your show in a while. I just saw Warcraft. It wasn't great.
Ooh. Shots
seen it
fired.
No, not a shot. I love Eric.
Oh, all right, I know, but he's very. You question Eroc's taste. Eroc, comment, please. Fight back.
I didn't see the movie either, so I don't care.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Zero investment in this.
Nope.
What is Warcraft? It's a new movie?
New movie based on the video game series.
It's funny. I keep thinking I would not like stuff like that. I want to see the second Conjuring.
Yes.
I want to go. Is it
You've
good?
said that for days. You should definitely go see it.
I've been busy. Fucking the contest is coming up. What, am I going to not be ready?
What's the contest?
Pop locking. All right, man. Can we hang up on this guy? All right, thank you very much. All right, yay, Paul in Chicago. Hello.
Hey, what's going on, Jimmy?
Hey, Paul.
Hey, you too, Bob. What's up?
What's up, buddy?
Hey, Jimmy, yesterday you had that guy, Brad Thor, and he was talking about scenarios like in which, let's say somebody rushed your studio and he was wearing body armor, and his argument was that's the reason why he needs like a 30-clip magazine.
Well, not 30, but more than just, he was saying, I think more than just a revolver, more than a 6-shot revolver.
And my counterpoint to him would have been, in the history of mass shootings in America, not counting bank robberies, how many subjects have ever worn body armor?
Yeah, no, I understand that. And I made kind of the point to him, what's a better benefit to society? Those situations or the fact that all of us are getting, so many people getting shot. Like, you have to weigh what happens more often and what's a more prevalent or more pressing issue. But whatever. I mean, it wasn't a bad point that he made. And if you're a guy like Brad Thor and you obey the letter of the law and you're not a criminal and you want to protect your family, it's kind of hard to listen to somebody go, you can't, when Brad's not a guy who's going to act like an asshole. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's a guy who wants to feel. How about that guy in fucking in Connecticut, the Cheshire murders, that poor fucking bastard, wife and his 2 daughters. I mean, again, he got smashed with a baseball bat while he was dozing on the couch, so a gun wouldn't have helped him. But I mean, that would have been a good time to have a gun when your wife and 2 daughters are being raped upstairs and then burned alive.
No, definitely. But guys like Brad argue the what-if theory.
Yeah, they do.
A lot of their arguments are what if. What if this? That's like me saying, what if I had a 12-inch cock? Jimmy Norton would be my best friend.
No, that's not true. A 12-inch cock is overrated, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very, from what I understand.
Yeah, what do you get, like, the top in and that's it?
Yeah, they probably hurt people's jaws.
Yeah, you look like you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, dude, no, but everything's a hypothetical in life. Everything's a what if. Everything we discuss is a what if. You know what I mean? Whenever you're talking about your own experience with stuff, or you're like, if you're saying guns, this is what guns are good for, it's always a what if. What if there's a problem? I want to be prepared.
No, definitely. Those are the kind of guys you can never argue with because they're never willing to meet in the middle because they always live on the scenario of what if?
Nobody's willing to meet in the middle, sir. I didn't agree with Brad, but I like him, and he didn't give a shitty argument. But the point I made with him, and this is, was with anyone like that, is name one thing the left is right about with guns or liberal. And he couldn't name one point of compromise. And had he been a very liberal guy, he would have had the exact same answer about what's good about guns. So you're never going to win. That was the point. He's a smart guy, but that's the way it is, buddy. That's the country we live in.
What guns did he have?
Oh, I don't even know.
Did they tell you what?
Oh, this guy, I think meant Brad.
No, this guy.
6 shooters.
It was an AR-15.
Yeah. Oof. Assault rifle.
And he just got it a couple days before.
Wait, was it an
right?
assault rifle? I'm just repeating what some.
Rifle.
Was it?
It's considered, yeah.
Oh, okay.
AR-15.
How many rounds a minute can you fire with it? No one knows?
If I heard correctly, about 30 rounds every couple of seconds.
Oh,
it holds up to a 30-round clip.
Yeah, it's just a lot. All right, buddy. Thank you very much. Someone wants to talk about my stance on gun control. Hello, Bill. Oh.
How are you?
Hi. Do you prefer Bill or Billy Boy from Boston?
Either way.
All right.
It all works.
All right, Bill.
Jim, I was listening to the discussion yesterday, and I tried to call.
Okay.
All I'm asking of you is to please take the time and get educated and maybe go to the range. You make some very ignorant statements.
Like what? But I'll say this. I do say that I'm not a gun expert. I never come off like I'm a gun expert, and I don't say that guns should be banned. I'm not about...
No. Oh,
okay.
Jim, I'm not trying to attack you here.
Okay,
All
sweetie.
I'm trying to tell you is the things that you're
Replace
saying...
the G with a C, and then you're an expert.
On what? Sorry, but on what?
Sorry.
I don't know what Bob just did.
I said replace the G with a C, and you're an expert in gun expert.
Oh, I know I'd like to replace my ears with 2 cemented over objects right now.
Get it, a cum expert?
Yes, cun.
Oh, cum.
Not gun.
Oh, shit.
Dope. All right.
I just was too eager to make a jizz joke.
I know. I know. Go ahead, sir. Sorry, I apologize for that humiliating interruption.
This guy's too intense for me.
No, I want to hear what he says. I'm sorry, sir, for that humiliating and unfunny interruption.
I apologize. I made a joke that didn't make sense.
I'm embarrassed that we're both from the same place now.
Nah, I
yes,
agree,
he means
sir.
a vagina. What's up,
I wish
sir?
I had a gum.
Well, I do.
What were you saying?
But, Jim, when some of the things that you say, when heard by people that are pro-gun and very Second Amendment friendly like myself, you sound so ignorant.
Jesus.
Like what?
Begging that you... When you guys say things like 30-round clips, when you say assault rifle...
Well, that's why I asked. I didn't say it definitively.
Semi-automatic rifles. They're an AR-15, which people see as an evil rifle, because it has military-style features. It's just a semi-automatic rifle. This AR, if that's what this guy used, was not an automatic rifle. I'm just telling you that you sound really stupid.
How do I sound stupid when I asked? I asked.
Jim.
No.
Excuse me, an international radio.
Hang up on this guy.
And you and Opie say stupid.
Hang up on him.
Well,
you're annoying me.
Yeah.
Not because you're saying something.
Yeah.
You're annoying me because you're being a dumb cunt. I just asked that guy.
Are you talking to me or him?
Both of you guys. Oh. But then I just asked that guy if it's an automatic rifle. Mm-hmm. And then he's just going to blather on saying I said what I didn't say. And I'm also tired of hearing about your fucking explanations about your guns. I'm sick of it. I think you should have the right to own them. I don't think you should be able to have one that fires 30 rounds a minute or whatever the fuck it is. Sorry. That's it. You're allowed to have. Look, and I have zero say in the argument, but I wasn't making these definitive statements.
But also a guy who fucking has been checked out by the FBI twice. How the fuck is he allowed to get a semi-automatic fucking assault rifle or rifle?
Well, I guess because this is the guess, because he was the investigations were closed. But it's also this thing too where the NRA and these guys, they do fight things with terrorist watch lists and things like that because they're afraid that that's going to be used to keep somebody from getting a gun. Like they're afraid the government's going to backdoor put you on a list just so you can't get a gun. All right.
You know how many guns were bought in the last couple of days?
Oh, I know. It just goes through the roof.
Fucking through the roof.
Yeah. That guy just goes, I'm not trying to attack you.
His fucking tone, it's like...
Yeah, he was a cunt.
You're going to have a conversation, he's passive-aggressive, and he was being cunty about it. I understand he probably gets annoyed because we say things that, aren't accurate about a weapon, but we're not fucking in the military. We're not cops. We don't go to the range every week. Ask us about shit that we know, and we'd be experts about it.
But I didn't say. But the point was, I didn't make that definitive statement.
The fact that you don't know 30 rounds are in a clip, so who gives a fuck?
Yeah, that was a caller that just said that. Ooh, food is here. Let's see here. Eric in Atlanta. A lot of people want to talk about Brad Thor conversation. Brad's an author. His book comes out today, by the way, his new thriller. And, he's a very pro-Second Amendment guy. Hello, Eric in Atlanta. I'll be in the ATL next week, I think, in 2 weeks. God almighty, this works out well. How are you?
I'm doing great. Just fighting with this traffic down here in Atlanta.
Eric! What's up, buddy?
That one caller says why we need 30 rounds in a magazine for. I'll give you one good example, and this is not a hit. This actually happened to my mother. She had 3 burglars broke into her house, and they were armed. And she only had a 10-round magazine. She would have been dead by now.
Yeah, look.
That's why we have more rounds in the magazine, because you have more multiple assailants than normal nowadays.
Yeah, see, I don't discount that, and that's why when Brad made that point, whether it was body armor or whatever it was, but the point I made back was like, what we have to weigh, what's more of a detriment to us as a country? Those instances that will happen, and the time where a person might not have enough bullets, or the fact that there's just mass shootings constantly. So and that's it. I'm not even making that. You can make your own answer to that. What's more important? But I'm sure that does happen, and it's good she had that.
Yeah. And I'm still trying to figure out how he got guns. I mean, to be quite honest, there was too many red flags there, and he should have never got it. And the laws were there to protect that from ever happening. So, I don't know. I don't see more gun control is going to stop it. Get the laws that we had now and get them fixed.
All right. Well, whatever. They say that. But the bottom line is, for all the yapping that gun owners do and all the yapping that the anti-gun people do, we are in exactly the same place, if not worse, than we were a couple years ago. So whatever it is, all these gun owners want to have reasonable chats with me. I'm not yelling and screaming that your guns are cancer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, no, I don't know. I didn't mean you, buddy. I mean, I can see on the thing. There's a guy from California who wants a reasonable conversation with Jim. All right, thank you for the call. We'll take Bill in California. What's up, Bill? Thank you for the call, buddy.
Hello.
Yes.
Jim, you're absolutely right about the tone of these conversations. They get ridiculous, and it goes on both sides.
Yeah.
Yesterday, there was a moment of silence in Congress, and Jim Clyburn from South Carolina broke the moment of silence to basically make a point about gun reform. Now, tell me that's not disrespectful, and that's on the pro-gun reform side. And the anti-gun folks, come out right after this, or the pro-gun folks come out right after this, saying, oh, the first thing they're going to do is take our guns away. That's not true. But and I am pro-gun. I grew up with guns. I have a lot of guns. But what the anti-gun folks tend to overlook is we're not talking about something like driving a car or whatever that is more of a privilege, something that is granted.
I know. It's a constitutional. I know.
Constitutional right.
I understand that.
Okay.
I understand that.
If you understand that, then I think that's where a lot of the frustration comes from, because a lot of people skip past that and just start talking about, well, we need to do this, we need to do that. And if you don't understand the history of the Second Amendment and the fact
I don't care about it.
Still there.
I do not. Listen to what I'm saying, and I don't mean this to be a dick. I don't care about the history of the Second Amendment. You know what I mean? Like, without infringement, I believe in the words. I don't. That's the part. I'm for people being able to own guns. I'll say it again. I don't want to see you not be able to arm yourself. I don't give a shit. If everyone has a permit to carry, we'd probably be in a better place because everyone would have something. I'm just tired of the amount of people you can kill in a very short period of time. That's it. I'm sick of it. Dude, I have zero say in the matter. Right. I'm not going to come for your fucking guns. I don't care about. Oh, I got this. I got that. I got the automatic. You sure 20 rounds. You got to learn responsibility. I'm sick of it. I live in an embarrassing country where people are getting shot all the time. I don't care whose fault it is.
stuff.
But it's always happening. And the liberals blame the guns, and the fucking conservatives blame everything but the guns, and nobody fucking can agree on what the problem is.
Well, Jim, the one thing I have to disagree with you on, most, the fact that you say you live in an embarrassing country.
An embarrassing, full of shit country.
Jim, it's a free country.
Yeah, exactly. And look what we've done with our freedom.
Yeah.
Look what we do. Look what we do with it. You're right, man. It is a free country. But we're more than a free country. We're a country that tells everyone else about democracy and how to live their lives. And America, and look, the land of opportunity and a wonderful place, sure. But an embarrassing fucking place when we look at the amount of murders we have a year. It's embarrassing.
Well, Jim, everything you said so far in terms of what you would do, and I think your main point is to get rid of some of these high-capacity magazines, that's not going to prevent people from getting killed, man.
Then nothing is going to prevent it. I'm just sick of hearing it.
People in Chicago who get killed.
I know, I do. You know
what those are?
I know it's gangs, and I know that they're using maybe they're using automatic weapons. I don't care. I'm sick of the gang argument. I'm just sick of having all these discussions. It's not you personally. It's not you and your guns. I'm just fucking sick of this discussion, and the same shit comes out from both sides. I'm tired of it.
But we've got to have the discussion.
No, we don't. We're doing nothing. We're just talking.
But doing something like you're saying is not going to solve the problem.
Of course it won't, because it's not your solution. And again, what you're saying will not solve anything according to a very liberal person who hates guns.
Well, I haven't said anything yet. Let me tell you what I think we need to do.
Yeah, I don't even do it. It doesn't even matter. And this is not to be disrespectful to you. Okay. I know you just said you're for the Second Amendment and the way it is and the history.
Yes, but so my point would be, though, don't focus on taking some guns or some magazines away from all the people. Let's just focus on taking all guns away from some of the people.
Yeah, I get it, but dude, too many people who are qualified. This guy legally bought his shit.
And he never should have been able to. This is you were talking about embarrassing.
Yeah.
The FBI should be embarrassed.
Yeah. Right, not the NRA and not, not us just as a general culture, only the FBI.
I'm talking about in this particular case.
Yeah, I know.
They interviewed this guy, Jim.
Yeah.
He raised red flags.
Yes.
And that's ridiculous that he was able to buy a gun legally.
Well, that's the law.
Absolutely insane.
That's you just said, dude. You just said enforce the laws that exist. But if he bought one legally, I mean, there's a weird...
But that's not the law. He was flagged. He was flagged. So that's not the law. The law, he doesn't have the right to fucking get a gun because the FBI had suspicions about him twice. His father is a Taliban supporter. So he doesn't have the fucking right to get a gun because of...
Yes, he did. He bought him legally.
I know he did, but the FBI should have fucking flagged him, put him on a list, and said, you can't get a fucking gun because of your fucking background. That's what if the background check is for anything, it's for that.
I agree, and I'm not against background checks. So don't get me wrong. When I say I'm pro-gun, I don't mean that there should be no restrictions or no regulations. I'm just saying that you have to be very precise in what you're trying to do, and just taking away certain parts of guns or certain types of guns, that's never going to really get to the root of the problem, which is these guys who do this, they have signs of this stuff. Almost to a person, if you go back and you talk to the people after it happens, they say, yep, boy, that guy was messed up. The guy who shot up the theater at Amy Schumer's movie, the guy was nuts.
All of them
Everybody knew it. Everybody, but they know it. What we need to do is figure out a way to encourage other action, whether it's community action, whether it's your friends or family. It really comes down to the culture of society.
Look, dude, I agree with you.
We're not watching out for each other like we used to.
So, but Mike, do you know, like every solution you'll have a bunch of solutions, and I'm sure you're a lovely man, and every one of them will be the guns laws have to stay exactly as they are, but now we do this. You're not willing to give an inch. But again, and I'm not singling out gun owners because the other side is exactly the fucking same. Thank you for the call, dude.
True, though.
What's that?
That's not true. I just said that I would absolutely be for flagging a guy like this on the no-fly list. That's what a lot of...
flagging the guy. Flagging the guy. But yeah, there's certain weapons...
On the no-fly list.
Dude, there's...
NRA come out and said, don't prohibit people from getting guns who are on the no-fly list, because that could just be a backdoor way.
I know that, but I just said the NRA is embarrassing.
I think that's ludicrous.
They are ludicrous. They're awful. But again, like any other, they're no different than any other special interest group. You know, you gun owners are getting way too defensive with me, and I'm not saying that all of you guys have no right to have weapons. I don't agree with all of what you say. It's amazing how fucking hypersensitive gun owners have gotten if you question certain weapons. You know, if you're like, I don't know if I want that to be available to the general public.
Because, Jim, it's more than just about, taking away a magazine. It's a symbol. And, you might laugh at this, and some people, I'm sure, who don't have guns or don't, live kind of in the rural lifestyle will laugh at this, but it's a sign of freedom, man.
Great. Well, you know what?
You know how much it scares the hell out of people that the government could possibly say,
what? I'm more scared of the public, dude. I'm more scared of the public than I am the government.
Play the odds, Jim. Play the odds. How many people are here?
Okay.
I mean, it's a tragedy every time it happens, but let me tell you what. There are more people get killed in Chicago than anybody.
I know, dude. I know. This is exhausting. I know.
I'm just trying to tell you, don't be afraid. You have nothing to be afraid of.
No, you're right. There's no reason to look around and think that things are bad. You're right. Well, let's see. Tony in New Jersey makes a great point. I'm trying to get a lot of people on the air. Thank you for the call. What's up, Tony?
Hey, how you doing?
Hi.
Lots of people die from getting hit in the head with hammers and baseball bats. Are they going to ban those too?
That's a great point, Tony.
I heard de Blasio is banning fingers so that this way no one can pull the trigger.
Excellent point. That actually is a very lucid point, because that is another problem in this country, is mass killings with baseball bats. It's been happening a lot in nightclubs. Guys are walking in with bats. 40 people recently in some other place were killed.
I just saw this movie, The Warriors.
That's right.
Bunch of guys with bats.
Oh, my God. Yeah, bats are a problem. And baseball basically just justifies the use of bats.
You're
absolutely right.
I was in Austin. A bunch of bats came out from under a bridge.
Boo.
But I mean, it's kind of like Pandora's box. Okay, we have atomic bombs. So, what, are we going to ban atomic bombs? I mean, like, you just have to live with it.
No, atomic bombs is a smart example, too, because the general public does have access to them. You're right. I mean, that's a good example. A lot of guys would call up with stupid examples. I appreciate you at least having some good examples. Hammers and atomic bombs. Very pertinent to the discussion.
But and also the clip thing, right?
Yes, go ahead, Tony. Please, more. What's that?
Who cares the clip size? It just takes one bullet to kill somebody.
Yes, you're right. I'm not. I do agree with that. But I was just saying that I would prefer that you can't, walk in and just shoot 50 people. That's just me. Or 100. Actually, 100 people got shot. 100 people.
How many deaths do you think there were by death by dildo?
17.
Dildo assault.
17.
All right, Tony. Thank you for the call. That was entertaining. Let's see here. Oh, this is important. Chris in Indiana. Hello, Chris.
Hello?
Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
What's going on, guys?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, Bobby, just breaking balls, but hey, Jimmy, since last time he was on there, he poured us a stupid fucking death story. I think everybody that calls in about the guns, you should get Kurt Cinnamon or fucking Chip Up.
That's a great idea. And this guy wants to know how your search for a shitty desk is going.
I actually got the desk.
Oh, you did get a desk.
I didn't get an antique. But I got an updated desk that looks good, so it's... You saw the little place I made, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, I did.
So, listen, we're going to take a break. And all you Second Amendment guys calling in, I'm not the guy you need to be calling in yelling at. I'm not 100% with you, but you're going to have to live with that. And if you're that stubborn that you're angry that I'm not 100% with you, then too fucking bad. I'm just not. But I'm also not the guy saying that everything you own needs to be taken away. Sorry. I just don't think that you should be able to own something that you can shoot that many people that fast with. That's my opinion on it.
Right.
I'm not a legislator. I'm a guy who does dick jokes. There's no way you're going to educate me, which is going to change the way I feel about that. Because I saw what happened in Orlando. That's it. It's happening too much. As a culture, we stink. Mental illness is fucking prevalent. We don't deal with that. We're shitty. We're just shitty. And it is embarrassing. It wouldn't be embarrassing if we ran around the world going, we have a big dick, do what we say. We're nasty and we're a violent nation. Like, I'd be fine with that. The honesty of that would be refreshing. But we don't. We act like we're great. And we can't even live comfortably without mentally ill fucking nothing shooting us up. Really drives me crazy, man. And by the way, Islam is a part of the problem. It's not the whole problem because, again, it doesn't explain Dylan Roof. It doesn't explain Lonzo or the other, there's a lot of people that have done this shit that it doesn't explain. But, it is a problem. And the fact that nobody on the left can say radical Islam is another embarrassing thing in American culture. We're just dopes. We're dopes. We're really a stupid country. All of us. The gun owners, you're dopes. The fucking liberals who think that Islam is always just a religion of peace, you're dopes. People who won't just acknowledge mental illness is a big problem, you're fucking dopes. I'm the biggest dope of all.
Did you fart?
No, I didn't.
Oh. Well, this dope. This dope's going to be at the House of Independence this weekend.
Where's that?
It's in Asbury Park, New Jersey. This Saturday night. I got a big ass fucking show.
Okay.
You ever play the House of Independence?
I have not.
It's a nice little theater.
No.
In Asbury Park.
That would have been ridiculous if I said, where is it? And I'd already played it.
Yeah, but you played so many places, you might have.
That's true.
You've done a million places. So, this Saturday night. So, go buy your fucking tickets. Help a motherfucker out.
Okay. I'll be in Albuquerque, Salt Lake City. And then the week after, June 24th, I'm going to Orlando and Atlanta. So, Orlando, I think that venue is closed right now. It's the one with the American Idol. The Voice singer was shot.
But you're donating half the money to the victims, right?
It's the 12th. No, because there was only one victim in that place.
Oh, okay.
It's not the nightclub. Oh. I'm doing the, I forget the name of the theater. It's called, the Plaza Theater, where that fucking poor girl got shot. But just another fucking mentally ill.
The fucking.
Yeah. Just another obsessed fucking nobody, another narcissist. I've said this a million times. And by the way, don't send me your fucking dumb emails telling me I don't understand the difference between a little depression and I do. I'm not talking about you. If you're just a little depressed or you've taken some medicine, I don't mean you. I am mentally ill to a certain degree myself.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the people that go to a show and then kill the girl who did the show. I can't wait until fucking science can pick you out in the womb and fucking suck you out. I really can't.
Yeah.
That level of mental illness, that level of selfishness.
No comics would exist.
No, but there's a level, dude. Like, we're all nuts to a certain degree.
If they could have saw us in the womb, they would have sucked our DNA right out.
No, we're good eggs. We're just a little creepy. We're weird, but not harmful.
No.
I don't want to show up at a concert and kill a girl.
No.
I love you. Shoots her and then shoots himself. Ugh.
Yeah, I just made another bad joke. That's all.
Okay.
I was just trying to add some, little fun to the show.
No, that's fair.
We get a little intense. We got Ricky coming in. We got some good food.
Yeah,
let's have some fun.
You're not wrong. I am having fun.
Let's move on.
But dude, here's where it got started.
What?
I don't go to the phones a lot, and I went to the phones. It's all people are talking about.
What?
The gun people. Agrees with Jim on guns. Pro-gun, but agrees with Jim. There's a website in Florida you can purchase guns with no background check. Think people buy guns. Pro-liberal guns. Everyone wants to talk about guns.
Because it's
I didn't say call to talk about guns. The phones are open.
It's very important. It's very important. Look, I get it. I know some people that live in these rural areas, and the guns are important to them.
That's terrific. I'm just bored with it. Honestly, I'm bored with it. I would rather just talk about what this guy was doing on these apps. Much more curious.
It really is. Can't wait till he gets his phone.
Oh yeah,
nice fucking back and forth with Henry.
That fucking Apple. They cracked the San Bernardino. More guns, more Islam. Involved the San Bernardino couple who went out on the killing spree.
Yeah.
And they did get their phone cracked. And the FBI said, I'm wondering if Apple did help them and then is just saying they didn't.
What do you mean Apple helped?
Remember when there was a big thing with the San Bernardino couple where the FBI was saying we need help cracking this phone? Because they had actually fucked up and changed the iCloud password. And they couldn't get into the phone. So Apple's like, we're not going to create software that doesn't exist to crack our phones because it will ruin our business. And then Trump's like, don't support Apple. Just more nonsense. And then all of a sudden the FBI is like, well, fuck you. We don't need you, Apple. We cracked it. Somebody cracked this. And now they won't tell Apple how they did it. Of course, Apple wants to know and they won't tell them. So I'm wondering, did they really crack it or did Apple help them? And now they're just saying that they...
Yeah.
It's just a thought.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah, let's go on that.
Something happier.
Let's go on that fantasy thought.
Yeah. Yeah. That one guy being a dick just made me not want to talk about guns because that's how everybody is. It's like you can't have a reasonable discussion. It's like I don't want to just hear about the second because the evidence is people just keep getting shot and I'm just bored talking about it. So I didn't mean to go down this road.
Yeah, it's all right. You got to do it. People want to talk about
what do I know? I'm just a sweet boy. See you guys in a few minutes. Oh, I like this. What is this?
Jack White. It's just a loop.
It's Norton and Friends. I hate that radio edit. You stop it. I like coming back with the regular song. I hate radio edit.
Noted.
Okay. Songs. When they play just like a quick loop. Such a radio thing.
It just sounds better if you're not talking over talking.
I understand. You're not wrong. But I don't like it. Let's talk about this shit. I'm just sick of talking about
when you're in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Talking to that guy, I was taking a shit.
Oh, were you?
And I shushed you.
I didn't even catch you.
I went shh. And then I was laughing at I was like all proud of myself. And then I went to wipe and I was in that handicap toilet, the one that's real low to the ground.
Yeah.
And then my fucking finger just swiped the top of the shit. So fucking mad at myself.
First of all, why are you sitting and wiping, fucking lady?
What do you stand up and wipe?
Always. We've talked about this.
You stand and wipe.
I want my asshole sparkling clean. What do you do? Just mush it from your tailbone of your bag?
No, I got it down.
You don't. Apparently you don't.
I'm not
knuckle shit.
That toilet's really low and it doesn't have like a deep bowl. You know, it's a very low bowl.
Were you mad? Were you bothered when you're knuckle?
I just knew it hit it because I could just feel the tip of my. I just felt the.
Was it just a little warm?
Yeah, if it wasn't shit, it would be almost comforting. Just fucking creamy and warm. I was like, oh shit. Oh god. I was just wiping a fucking shit off my finger.
That happens.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? I don't like it. I like a deep bowl.
You do.
Yeah, I don't like those little fucking small bowls.
I don't like when you flush real quick and the water splashes back up all over your bag and your Vas Devrins.
I sat on my nuts the other day. I sat on my fucking nuts.
On the toilet or?
Yeah, on the seat.
How do you do that?
Okay, I sat on the toilet and I misjudged it. So, you know the front of the bowl?
Yeah.
So my nuts hit the seat first, went under my butt, and I sat down on the front of the toilet. So there was no hole for it was just the front. So my nuts were under my asshole, and I sat down and almost literally shot a nut out of my belly button.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's this video we got? We have a video here that they wanted me to see.
What is it?
Some German soccer coach? I don't know. What's he doing? Scratching his bag. Oh. Ew, he just scratched his balls. And I mean, I've done, I should say, ooh, like I've never.
I know, right?
Watch, he's scratching his balls with his right hand.
Yep.
And they sit, who was he, the soccer coach? Yeah. And he sniffs it. Ah.
That's his hand-shaking hand, too?
Yeah, it certainly is. But wait.
That's his good game hand?
Where was he?
Just on the bench.
Oh, that's the bench. I thought that was a press conference. Yeah. Ew.
Maybe that's one of their signs.
Oh, yes, that's true. That's the kick the ball in the goal sign. I'm going to scratch my balls. Yeah. Oh, boy.
He likes it, though, too.
He sniffs it.
Look at, he loves it.
You know, I can't even badmouth the guy because I've spent a good period of my life doing the old fucking the inner scrape from the inner thigh and smelling it.
Yeah.
You ever do that after you cut the grass?
Yeah. After a plane ride.
Yeah.
No,
I'm listening.
Yeah, I know. It sounded like it.
It's very bad.
Wish you weren't.
Jesse Ventura lost his fucking...
it's hot in here. Jesus.
Appeal. No, it's not.
No, it is. It's fucking smoldering in here. Turn the AC on.
No.
Hey, improv. What's his name? What's your name?
Chipper. No, leave it on. It's good. I have a short. Take your jacket off. You got a jacket on. You're wearing a coat.
Yeah,
you're wearing a coat where decent people have no jacket on.
I think everybody should have the right to wear a coat.
Jesse had his fucking $1.8 million award vacated. He had an award from the jury over the Chris Kyle book, which was actually the fact that this show has never had a publicist was always one of the fatal flaws of this radio show. Because then Bill O'Reilly gets all the press from that. You know, like it was his scoop.
I'm glad you said
Opie
one.
actually... What?
I'm glad you said one of the flaws.
Oh, yeah, it was one of the major ones. But I think Opie actually asked him about it, and he answered. He said, yeah, he kind of implied it was Jesse that he had knocked out. So Jesse sues, and then Chris Kyle is tragically murdered. But, when I heard Jesse explain it, I believed his explanation. You know what I mean? I really did believe his explanation. Yeah. And look, even though Chris Kyle was a soldier and he shot people and, he served the country, doesn't mean that he's always honest. And I just believed Jesse's explanation. He sounded like a guy who was pissed off he had been lied about. That was it. And I don't even love Jesse Ventura at all. So he sues, and then people are like, well, he's suing the widow, because the lawsuit was already happening when Chris Kyle was killed. But I don't think he was suing the widow as much as the book company and the insurance company.
Yeah.
You have insurance on those things. The book has to be vetted. So I don't know if the widow herself is being sued. And he won. Jesse Ventura won. And he came out here one day. He's like, Chris Kyle was a liar. And he wouldn't come on the show. But now an appeals court overturned it, which just sucks. Because, who's happy about that is, the lawyers, because they get to continue litigating.
Why was it overturned, though?
Don't know. Although the plaintiff's lawyers are probably pissed. I don't know.
Does it say?
Probably, but I didn't read the story.
Jimmy News.
Let's see. The eighth U.S. They sent a portion of the case, Ventura's defamation claim, back to the district court for a new trial. They said Ventura's attorneys made improper remarks, and the trial court clearly abused its discretion in denying a new trial. So I don't know why. If anybody with... let's see here. Who's this? Eddie in North Dakota.
Hey, are you going to call Jesse back after that bullshit when he was walking by and fucking stuck his head in the room? I won.
Well, we did say we would have him on. And I've always said since our argument, he's never come back. I think that was 2009. And I didn't really care either way if he came back on or not. Like, it was fine with me if he did. He was welcome to come back on the show. He didn't want to come back on the show. Okay, fine. Don't come back on the show. It's up to you.
Well, I'm sure he definitely won't now, considering it was overturned.
Yeah, maybe not.
Embarrassment.
And it is embarrassing. Although, when you hear the explanation he gave on Alex Jones's show, he sounded to me like a guy who was genuinely felt like he had been wronged. Yeah. I'm no Jesse fan, but again, if the guy sounds like he's telling the truth, you got to say that. And he sounded like he was telling the truth about that.
Yeah. He was still a twat.
Yeah, maybe, but still, it doesn't mean that you should be able to have someone defame you.
Yeah, well.
It's like Stanhope is being sued by Amber Heard over defamation because he wrote that article on the Wrap about Johnny Depp and her blackmailing. I don't know what.
Does she have a case?
I have no idea. I don't know what the truth of it is. I just don't know. You could bring a case about anything.
Fucking ridiculous. So she's not only suing Johnny, now she's suing Stanhope.
Is she suing Johnny? I don't even know.
Isn't that what? Yeah, she won how many millions?
I don't think she don't want anything. She wants $50,000 a month in support.
She wants more than that. She's legally entitled to half his earnings while they were married.
Maybe,
which is a lot of money. That's Black Mass money. That's Alice, the second Alice in Wonderland money. It's a lot of money. What's that? It doesn't matter. He got paid a lot. He got paid more than the first one for the second one. I'm sure there was bonuses in there too, but so she gets all that. Now she's suing this fucking guy.
Yeah. She felt that
her career just must be over, right? Who the fuck wants to work with this person?
I don't think people care about that. People would defend who they believe. If they believe her, if they think that Johnny Depp hit her. Again, I've never seen them interact. I don't know. But if they believe her and they think that she was a victim of domestic violence and that she's just suing a guy who she thinks defamed her, then people will work with her.
Well,
You know, I don't know much about her, to be honest. I'm sure I've seen her, but I'm such a pop cultured fucking idiot. I have no idea who Amber Heard is.
She's an actress.
No, I know, like, and she's really an attractive, lovely girl. Oh, Evan in New York says he knows why the Ventura case got tossed. Hi, Evan.
Big fan, Jimmy. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. There was two causes of action. One was unjust enrichment, and the other was the defamation. The unjust enrichment, the circuit court said that's just not part of our law. We don't know why they gave him that amount of money for that.
Okay.
So that got tossed. That's 1.3, and the other 500 was because Ventura's lawyers said they made claim that the insurance company was going to pay for it. That was coming out. I think it was Harper's Books or something. That the publisher was going to pay for it, so it's not coming out of the widow's money.
Oh, so that was an improper remark.
Yeah, that's only the 500. The 1.3 got tossed because they just don't even have that cause of action. I think it was in Minnesota.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate it. And
no
Darren
problem.
in Kansas, why'd I let Bob get away with lying? What do you mean?
Hey, happy birthday, Jim.
Thanks, pal.
Hey, yeah, Bob was talking about eating pizza with Colin, and he said that Colin eats a piece of pizza faster than him. I can't believe that.
Oh, you're making a joke that took a real long time.
Boo.
Fucking asshole. You waited in line for that one?
I've been on hold for like 10 seconds, buddy.
Hey, don't kid yourself. Colin is a fatty just like me.
Okay.
Wow.
Joe,
I'm really killing it today. Jesus.
Joe in Milwaukee.
Fuck, I suck.
No, stop it.
You had a gun.
Hey, Joe. Hello?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. What's up, buddy?
Hey, Bobby, I just want to thank you for becoming the president of the fan club for Bofa, man. I really appreciate it, man.
Yeah. I'm sorry, dude.
For who?
Bofa.
Huh?
What's that?
Bofa.
Yeah, both of these nuts.
Oh, Joe.
I mean, I don't know if I wanted to help you, Joe. Joe, I wanted to help you, but you were doing
This
it.
is why, you know what?
Come on, let him go.
The fucking phone. This is why I never go to the phones.
I know, but he hung on for a long time. They both, it takes a lot.
Ugh.
You got to give him a little slack. Well, how long was he in hold for?
I hate the phones.
7 minutes. He waited 7 minutes the whole time questioning this joke. And then he pulled the trigger. Look, dude, I'm still reeling from my cun joke. Replace the G with the C, and you're an expert. Huh?
I was hoping that wasn't what you were saying. Like when
I
you
know.
said that, a cun,
buddy.
In the moment I got it, and I'm like, he's not. Cun is not a word.
I'm the worst. It's the worst joke. I literally will never live. I will hate myself forever. I'm just tired. I'm not used to doing this. If I did this every day, I'd be quick as a whip. You know,
By the way, those are Ace Rothstein glasses. Somebody on Twitter pointed out that your glasses are Ace Rothstein. They really are fucking horrible.
You don't like these? You look great in them.
I didn't look great in them.
I look good in them.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you really don't.
I really do.
No.
I've had nothing but compliments.
You look good in a pine box. This is too mean.
Wow. Jesus Christ. Well, you should have called that one in.
Where do you rock go? He's loading the first hour.
He's loading it. What else you got?
Do we have no? Is that what happens to happen? So he has
a question about Bobby's last special. Let's answer the question.
All right, William in Tucson.
Why did Netflix buy it?
That's cool. Did they?
No, they did. Yeah.
Oh, awesome. But
yeah. Go ahead. What do you got?
Hey, just wanted to tell you, I'm a big fan of both you guys, and when I watched your last special, Bobby, I laughed so hard at your bit about the farting in that baby's face, the stroller. I passed out.
That's good. Thank you, brother.
What's your question?
Oh, I didn't have a question. I just wanted to talk to you about it. That's all.
Oh, thank you, man. Thanks for watching the special on Netflix, dude. I'm very proud of it.
Love you both. You guys are both the best.
I love you and your wife.
Thank you.
Bye.
This niceness is exhausting.
What do we want to talk about?
I don't know.
What do you want to talk about? You hate being. Why not be nice? Why can't we have a nice day? That's all nice callers about Jimmy.
I don't need nice calls. No, I didn't.
Let's have a nice call day about Jimmy.
You know, there was the peanut allergies. I'm fucking tired of peanut allergies.
It's weird. You know, Max was allergic to tomatoes and still is allergic to carrots. If he has carrots, he breaks out in a fucking rash. And I don't know where this shit comes from. I have no allergies. Actually, I take that back. I developed adult pollen allergies. So, during the pollen season, I'm fucking just done for. But yeah, it's weird. He can't have carrots. Anything with carrots in it, he breaks out in a rash.
So this whole peanut, this girl died.
Yeah.
After her boyfriend ate, they just started dating. And didn't know that she had a peanut allergy. It just hadn't been discussed. So he ate a peanut butter sandwich, and then went and brushed his teeth before bed, and they made out or whatever. And she fucking has a severe peanut allergy, and then she begins having a reaction, and she didn't have her EpiPen. Carry your fucking EpiPens. If you know you can die from kissing somebody who ate peanut butter, then carry something.
She's pretty, too. Geez, she's a pretty girl.
The asthma inhaler didn't work. She didn't have the EpiPen. That's what I'm saying, yeah. The ambulance arrived 8 minutes later, and she was dead.
Wow.
It's called cerebral anoxia, and it's a term for when the brain is deprived of oxygen. What the fuck? Is it just suffocating? Tree nuts, shellfish, and peanuts. I don't understand what allergies are. Like, why does your body just act like such a dick?
Well, maybe we should call Dr. Steve.
Yeah, it's the
allergies exist.
The EpiPen opens up the airwaves.
Well, the late 50s is when the peanut butter company replaced peanuts with corn syrup.
Well, doesn't it seem like there's more of these allergies? Like, they must be doing something different with the food. I don't know what.
Well, yeah, they're actually, they put chemicals and all kinds of crazy shit into stuff now. That's why it's funny to me where you have the options of getting real peanut butter, natural just peanut butter, or fucking Skippy. It's like, what the fuck is in
my
that?
Nickname.
Skippy? Yes. Is that what you do when you come out of a tranny club? Skip?
No,
hey, had a fun time.
No, it's usually limp.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Ouch. Fuck. What the fuck?
So is regular peanut butter bad for them too? It's all peanuts. I guess maybe there's something in the peanut oil.
I don't know.
What the fuck happens when you eat peanuts? Kelsey, the girl who works with me on the comic I tour with, she has a peanut allergy too. And I just don't, it fucks and swells her throat up, and I guess it fucks her up.
I don't know. We have to find out what the fuck that is, because that is, where does this shit come from? And has it existed forever? And it's just, we know what it, people were just dying back in the day, and we didn't know what it was from? I mean, what the fuck? When did it come to existence?
Peanut allergy, it happens when your immune system mistakenly, let me just think, this is what I'm guessing it is. Does it happen when your immune system mistakenly identifies peanut proteins as something harmful? It's probably something to the effect of direct or indirect contact with peanuts causing your immune system, releasing some symptom-causing chemicals in your bloodstream. Like, exposure to peanuts can occur in various ways. I mean, that's just my guess.
Buddy, that is so amazing, because that is the exact thing that it said on Google.
Where?
On the first hit on Google.
Oh.
If you type in why do I have a peanut
why did you bring
allergy?
that up? I already just read it.
I didn't even know. I would have.
Oh, I didn't even catch it. Thank you very much.
God.
All right, that's good. Glad to know. I guess right.
You are fucking amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Ken in California, but I must be a sucker for punishment. I just keep going back to the phone. Hello, Ken.
Hey guys.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, if you want to get a good read on Amber Heard, there's a show called Overhauling.
What is that?
Reality show. It's a reality show where they overhaul cars for different people. And this particular one was Johnny Depp was doing this car for her, and this girl is, I mean, she's got a mouth like a truck driver, and she's one of those ones that when they get annoyed with you, they slap you or hit you.
That would annoy me. And also, my dick just jumped when you said that, but that would annoy me.
Yeah, if you want to get a good read on her, just watch that. It's you can fast forward through all the car shit, but yeah, she's very annoying. You can tell that she probably instigated a lot of that crap.
All right. Well, if you're still, again, I don't know if he hit her or not, but you can't hit your wife. If that's the case, you just gotta end the relationship.
That's what the fridge is for.
Well, that's. I'm
fucking
saying
punch
she's
a fridge.
oh
yeah, pisses you off. That's how you can.
I
tell.
think you might hit your wife with your fridge.
That's how you can tell how good a relationship is if there's just a bunch of punch marks on a fridge, and then your wife's head fits right around it, just perfectly around her head.
All right, let's see. Explanation of Chris Kyle's, Clinton, Alabama. An explanation of Chris Kyle's allegations against Jesse.
Happy birthday, Yemi. I'm sorry.
What do you call
It's
you?
just exhausting.
What do you call you?
And just happy birthday. Call me Yimmy. I'm Yimmy.
Yeah, I love him. Where's he been?
Who?
That guy.
Yimmy.
I love him.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, so what it was, they said,
You had enough to hear with that? Fair enough.
yeah, they said that it was prejudicial that the plaintiff's attorneys mentioned that there was an insurance policy against defamation.
I don't like prejudice. It's wrong.
Hey, Bobby.
Yeah, buddy, I'm listening. That was Chipper.
Oh, he hung up. Wow. And again, sorry to keep harping on it.
That was a fucking great one.
Fox.
Good for you.
Still showing this guy's picture. Fucking Rupert Murdoch.
Yeah.
Literally, like, or is it Roger Ailes? Or not just Roger, because they do it at News Corp in general. You know that this is a contributing factor and you don't give a fuck.
But they're not going to show the victims because they're gay. It's Fox. They're going to
Nah, that's not
I
it.
guarantee they're not going to show a bunch of gay guys on Fox News.
No, I don't think it's that.
Of course it is. You get a bunch of fucking religious right wingers that watch that show. They don't want to see a bunch of gay guys. They're going to show his face.
No,
and look at CNN's not showing him at all. It's all the victims.
I don't think it's about on Fox. I don't think they're annoying me with this, but I don't think it's anti-gay.
I'm not saying anti-gay,
or because
they're not
gay.
anti-gay, but they're not showing the because of their demographic. They're not showing the victims. If you look at, I was watching CNN. That's all they're showing is the victims. Fox hasn't showed them. I haven't seen them once.
No, I think it's just about they just it keeps the story going, and they would have done this with Dylan Roof too, or any other shooter. It's not just this.
I guarantee the people that watch fucking Fox don't believe in gay marriage.
Some do, some don't.
Some do, but a lot of them don't. And you're going to turn on the show, and there's just a bunch of gay guys, and they're going to be like, "What the fuck? I'm done with this."
Clifford in Indiana. Hello, this makes me happy.
And on his Netflix special.
Hold on. Could you start over, buddy? We couldn't hear you.
Sorry, I'm driving down the interstate. Keith Robinson, his special on Netflix, the display picture is of Kevin Hart instead of him.
Oh my God!
You know why? Because Kevin produced
Kevin's
it.
famous,
and it's called it's called Kevin Hart presents Keith Robinson. I think.
No way.
I know that made me so happy. So I thought you guys might get a kick.
Yeah,
out of
I think it's a Kevin Hart presents.
Oh, it is. It definitely is.
Which I don't know why, he had to put his name before Keith. But then again, that might have been helpful because he gets more people to watch it.
That's fucking stupid. You should never.
Let me say that. I don't know what it's called.
Well, we're waiting for fucking him to bring
what
it
up.
up.
What are you doing, Paul?
Come on, Paul.
Paul, come on.
Hurry up. Paul.
Paul. Yes, what?
It's not you.
Shut up.
Oh, my God, Paul. You fucking
Find
stink.
it.
Keith.
Cloverfield Lane.
What the fuck, dude? Come on.
What are you doing?
I'll pull it up on my phone.
Put
dude.
your email address in
Jesus,
there.
you suck.
You got to be on the dark web.
Dark web. It's called the gray web.
Oh my God! What are you? He's just not doing
you
a good
fucking
job.
Suck, dude.
Paul, you're not doing. Paul,
oh my God!
Who's watching Orange is the New Black? I've never seen that show.
Can we watch an Arrow episode, please? Oh my God!
What? Let me see what it says.
Listen.
Kevin Hart presents Keith Robinson.
Here's the deal. You got to click when it's showing. Hang on. Go back. Stop fucking moving. When it shows the thumbnail, it's Kevin Hart at the beginning. At the beginning, where he gives his speech about Keith, and then it cuts to an old man in a suit.
Does he give a speech about Keith?
Well, at the beginning, he presents it like this. A friend of mine.
What's he say in the beginning? Let's watch the beginning. Now I've never seen this. I want to see this opening. Yeah. Let's see.
Actually, it's a great special.
Yeah, I've heard it's great. I just want to see the opening.
Kevin Hart presents. Yeah.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Kevin just got a standing ovation walking out.
Yeah, standing ovation.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh God.
Oh, stop. That's too much.
I agree.
Yeah, it's way too much.
It is.
Sit down. This man that I'm about to bring to the stage, honestly,
Can you stop it for
is
1 second?
responsible for my success as a comedian.
Stop it. The fact that he has I'm fucking so mad at Keith. He has a Chardonnay glass of wine on a stool.
Yeah, it really is enraging.
Who the fuck drinks wine during their comedy hour special?
I'll tell you who. An alcoholic. That's who. That's who.
This man hand walked me through stand-up comedy to help me get to where I am today, and I am honored to bring this man to the stage.
Stop.
I need to make sure.
I think he means obligated. He was really emphasizing honored because he just wanted to say, "Oh, but go ahead."
Energy is in the room right now, so y'all start clapping right now. Put your hands.
Hang on,
together
stop. For a guy you don't know,
they're all like, "Oh, why is the big celebrity leaving? Where is he going? We're just enjoying him."
Keith, let me tell you something. I love Keith, and he is fucking hilarious, and this special is hilarious. And I saw his half-hour comedy special. He literally just goes way too far with his backdrops. He's a backdrop whore. It's like, dude, stop with the trash can and the fire hydrant.
Yeah.
And the Philly storefront.
His backdrop photo, it looks like a fucking, what's her name? Vivian Mayer? Looks like one of her photos.
There's a ladder. Oh, fuck.
There really is too much happening.
In his other one, he had fucking his street corner, a big photo. And he walks out, that's where I grew up, right there, the corner of Jackass Road and Shit Dick Lane. And now watch this. Go ahead, play. This is where I got mad. I was here at this taping. Go ahead.
now and make some noise for my good friend, my mentor, Mr. Keith Robinson.
There's a phone booth. Stop. There's a phone booth. It's 2015. The phone booth. Nobody uses a phone booth.
There's a bus drive because go back of the bus. Ideal hosiery, Katie's candy store. It's a very busy backdrop.
Ideal
it looks good.
Hosiery. No, it doesn't. Looks like a Scorsese film. Go ahead. Fucking stupid backdrop.
Oh no! How come they stood up for Kevin? Oh, he walks out of a bus.
Hang on, stop.
In a suit.
It's the front of the bus he walks out.
Oh, I don't like that.
It's called back of the bus, and Dummy walks out, number one, where the driver gets on where there's no door. Okay? It's the front of the bus, not the back. If it's named back of the bus, get out of the back of the bus.
And he's wearing a suit.
You spent $10 million on your fucking on your stupid fucking stage, your backdrop here. Someone had to go make a scepter, a dumb Philly bus scepter. You had to go make a dumb and you could. Nobody went, hey, the door's in the wrong place. It's called back of the bus. Well, maybe he won't notice. We'll just let him out of the front of the bus. I hope his next special is underneath the bus.
Yeah, that wine glass is upsetting.
Dude,
let me just see him walk to the mic.
What is it?
I can't like away. Oh, they are standing. All right, they're giving Keith the standing O. All right, good.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, good. That was going to annoy me. Good.
There's me. You can see me.
What?
Oh, God.
All right, you can stop. That's good. Good for Keith. Okay. I heard the special was great.
Let me tell you, he kills his special.
I mean, he's hilarious.
He fucking kills in his special. It's a great special.
Keith is a stubborn, mean bastard.
He is a stubborn, mean bastard, and this special was, I was there. He fucking annihilated. But this wine glass, fucking, like he's, I fucking hate him.
Steve, sorry.
I don't, is he, who is he? Why does he have a wine glass?
I don't know. He probably just thought it would look like. He probably thought it would look sophisticated, like it's a coming of age story.
A coming of age. It has nothing. He doesn't drink wine on stage. I've never seen him drink a glass
Oh my
of
God!
wine.
Yeah, he does at the cellar.
He carries it up there.
He has to. Not anymore. He doesn't. He has a stroke. He's not drinking anymore.
I just don't know why it has to be such a feminine glass of wine.
I don't know.
Like it's 1978. And
I'm a gentleman.
He just got done listening to the Carpenters.
Probably thinks it's a gentlemanly look.
It's not.
He's not a bright guy.
He looks great.
He does look good.
He looks great, but the fucking wine glass. This is the only thing I was hoping while he was drinking the wine glass. He spilt it on his shirt. That would make me happy.
Hey, Steve in New Jersey has a question.
Yeah.
Hey guys, what's up?
Hi, Steve.
I wanted to see if you guys heard the My Wife Hates Me podcast, the most recent one where Bonnie was making fun of Kelsey.
I did hear that because it got sent to me. Yeah, I didn't understand why. So I asked Voss, like, does she not like Kelsey for some reason? And Voss was like, no, it was just a bit. But, Kelsey's a nice person. I don't understand why she wouldn't like her.
Bonnie does that, though.
The funniest thing I ever heard in my life.
Bonnie goes for the funny. And she does that. She said shit. She said shit to all of us.
Was she kidding?
100% she was probably kidding.
Okay.
I mean, look, everything has a little smidge of truth in it, but I'm sure she doesn't hate her at all. I'm sure she was just going for funny.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Look, she said shit to me that I'm like, go fuck yourself, but she's kidding. You know what I mean? She's always coming. I'm pretty sure she's always coming from the funny. I don't know. I mean, I could be wrong, but Kelsey's a sweet girl.
Yeah,
she's nice. The girl that comes with you, right?
Yeah, she's just, we tour.
She came to the party.
Yep.
She's really sweet. Nice.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I heard it, but I didn't I asked Voss about it. He goes, no, she was kidding, so I just took it at face value.
Yeah. I'm sure that Bonnie's smart enough to know if there's somebody she doesn't like, she doesn't fucking go on her podcast and just yammer about it.
No, she would.
Yeah, she would?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I think so.
I don't know.
So on the radio, man, shit just comes out because you got time to fill. That's how it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, like that's why we always talk about our personal lives so much.
It's so funny. We really do. And you say shit that you regret. Not that you regret, but you're like, fuck, why did I tell them about that?
Yeah, I don't know. I've had so much stuff fucking blurred out on slow news days. So many things have come out.
It's funny how that happens.
Yeah, you just need to fill time.
Well, I think it's because you're a comic, too, and we're so used to being open with each other, sitting around yapping. And then, you're sitting here and you're yapping, all of a sudden, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it just shit comes out.
So, yeah. Wow, do you have any fucking queer stories you can tell right now? I think
no, none that I haven't. I mean, hundreds that I haven't.
Isn't it funny that we've actually probably said every weird, fucked up thing that we shouldn't have said on the radio already?
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing I can say that would shock people, I don't think, at this point. At least I don't think so. James in Indiana.
Hey, I just want to bring out one point that I heard on Ron's show yesterday, which I hadn't thought about. But, some of those victims weren't gay. Young people party now. They don't care about, gay or queer. Not like when I was young, we was partying, you know what I'm saying? So I haven't heard that on anybody else's show, any news show. They just keep referring to the victim as gay, but all of them couldn't have been gay.
Well, maybe some of them weren't. Maybe some weren't, but it was pretty much known as a gay club. So, but I mean, maybe some of them weren't.
Yeah, it was probably, but one of the a mother of one of the victims' friends called in Ron's show and saying that a lot of kids do parties. They don't care about, like, when I was younger, we didn't go to gay clubs because you wouldn't be seen going in a gay club. But young kids now, they don't really care about that. You know what I'm saying? They're not hung up on the gay thing so much as our generation or my generation is. That's the only point I had.
Okay, maybe you might be right, but most of them are gay.
I've been to gay clubs. They're fucking fun.
I've never been to one. I really, I said this yesterday. Me and Colin went to Bordeaux years ago to see like a fucking drag queen act, like 2000, 2001.
Right.
And I have not.
What time were you on?
I haven't gone since.
Really?
Yeah.
Me and you went, you fucking idiot. Yeah, we went.
Oh, that was recently.
We went and had salmon.
That's right.
Fucking two queens at a bar eating salmon.
We went to a drag show. We stayed for a half hour and we left.
We stayed for around an hour, 45 minutes. We ate.
I forgot.
We had dinner and watched a drag show.
Yeah.
Remember? And we were bummed out that it wasn't a tranny bar.
Yeah, it was just a drag show.
It was just a regular fun time. And I remember Stingy Lulu's. Remember Stingy Lulu's?
No, what's that?
The diner down the East Village, and all the waitresses are trannies.
I don't remember that.
Come on,
no, I really don't. I don't remember.
I think it still exists. Yeah, you go in. It was open 24 hours. You go in after sets. We'd all go there and get food, and all the waitresses are trannies.
I never went there for food. I never went there.
Really?
No, I never went to
I'm
Stingy.
surprised you never went there. It's fucking two of your favorite things.
I know. Generous Jim would have went to Stingy Lulu's. No, I've never been there. I'm sure I heard of it. But is that just like their thing? Everybody's like a transgender or cross-dressing or?
No. It was just a regular diner, but the waitresses were trans.
All of them?
Yeah, all of them. Yeah.
Oh, I did not. Is it still there?
I don't know.
Not that I'm going to go immediately.
I think it might be. Yeah,
closed.
Is it closed?
Yeah. Why is it closed? Yeah.
No. Well, probably because the fucking, everything down there becomes more expensive, and they can't afford everything. Closed.
Why is it closed? A 50s diner. They served American comfort food in a kitschy setting.
Yep.
Paul, Paul clicks on the wrong things.
He's the worst. He fucking didn't turn my mic on twice.
All right, so these guys pros.
Which is actually, probably a good thing, yeah.
Alpacas. So I don't remember Stingy Lulu's at all.
Yeah, we used to go there all the time.
Rich in Florida, I don't know your question.
Yeah, I was just calling because of Bobby talking about Fox not mentioning gays at all.
No, I didn't say they didn't mention it. I said they weren't showing
the pictures,
visual photos of the victims. I didn't say they didn't mention it. I didn't say that.
Okay, well, I just wanted to talk about the fact that there's a bigger picture to this, and it just going off that is, why is it that, like this morning on news, they're already starting on CNN and MSNBC trying to defend Muslims that they don't hate gays, and that this wasn't because of Islam, this was because of this guy is crazy, and they're starting to blame Christians and saying Christians are the only homophobes in America, and this whole thing is really starting to drive me crazy. The big point I wanted to say is that yes, there was a gay club, but wasn't this an attack on America and not an attack on gays?
No, it was an attack on both, but this was more an attack on gays. But again, it's always an attack on America. It's a bunch of stuff, dude. And yeah, you're right. That's fucking insanity. The apologizing for Islam is insanity. It's crazy. The Christians are anti-gay too. All the religions suck when it comes to gay people. They all stink. Yeah. But the bottom line is, in recent memory, you don't have Christians shooting up clubs. Right now, Islam is just the one where they're doing that. Sorry.
Yeah, but like I said, but this might, yes, his beliefs might have been there, but it could have been because he was a closeted homosexual that couldn't fucking, that just snapped.
It's a combination of the fact he had too easy access to a gun. He's a fucking mentally ill psychopath, and he was probably closeted and gay, and his religion. It's a combination of a bunch of stuff. Sorry, everybody who wants to just to take this one and use it to further your own argument, but you have to kind of chip in. What's that with everyone else?
Oh, God.
Because everyone's got a point on this
Can
one.
we please break your fucking chip? I hate chip.
All right, let's take a break. We'll leave one. It's up to you.
What?
Yes, we are back, but Opie is not here. He died, so it's myself.
He's dead?
With Bobby Kellier passed away.
How did he pass away?
Well, that is the only excuse I would accept, because the number of times I've turned up and the person with their name on this show hasn't been here it's an insult to me, someone of my stature.
No, I don't disagree, but that's why you like me, because I was actually scheduled to be off today, and I made it a point to come in.
You're always here. You've always been here.
I came in today, too.
No, and you, too.
Anytime.
You two guys are just great.
Yeah, well, it's about helping each other.
Yeah, I drove in from Westchester.
I don't know where that is.
It's up.
A long way.
45 minutes.
Did you know I was going to come?
That's it.
That's the reason.
Yep, that's it.
Exactly.
That's it.
He didn't know you were going to be here.
But I've known Jim when he was like a plump little angry sort of amphibian, and he's grown into a sort of skinnier, angrier reptile. So I look at that as an evolution.
Yeah,
and he's been given responsibility. He's got his name.
He lost his tail,
but he does have a prehensile penis, so he can still
balance on a leaf.
He can still get around. And I've known you since
Ghost Town.
Yeah, we've talked about that many times. I've watched the clip since you pointed out to me your flailing arms.
Flailing
arm acting.
My rudders to keep a fat guy up.
Good. And who's this chap?
This is Paul. He runs the board. He's kind of quiet. He doesn't talk much. He's shy.
But he doesn't want to get involved with us.
He doesn't get involved with anybody. We'll ask him a question. He just kind of answers off mic. You know, he works on the radio show, and we'll ask him a question. He'll just talk with no mic on. He's not particularly good at getting the mic on.
He's one of those guys that are cute now, but was going to look like shit later in life.
And he's a twin.
Yeah.
He's a twin.
Really?
I met his brother.
How's that feel? What does that feel like?
It's all right.
Yeah.
It has its plus and minuses.
Oh, that's good.
It has its plus and minuses?
Yeah.
Why is one singular and one plural? Why isn't it pluses and minuses?
Because you get everybody who's
Stop
like...
panicking.
Everybody who's like, oh, what's it like to be a twin? Like, I've gotten, how are you its cousin and all that. Just bullshit.
Did you have the same penis? Exact same penis?
No.
That's the best question
It
ever.
really is a curiosity, though. Yeah.
Like, do you guys? Was there a point where you're like, dude?
Well, they might not be identical. Are you identical twins?
Yeah.
Well, look at that.
I met his brother. He looks just like him. He came to one of my
sperm,
shows.
one egg, genetically identical.
That's crazy.
2 people.
There's no difference at all.
Nope.
Who has a bigger dick?
I do.
Do you really?
Then again, why wouldn't he say that?
Yeah.
Who would say my brother?
You're the one person you can compare yourself with, and you should come out even. It should be, everything should be even, but you come out lower than your twin. I'm worse than my twin at stuff. That's terrible. That's it.
How humiliating for your brother. You guys identical twins? Well, almost. Oh, no.
Yeah, I have a half an inch on his pecker.
He doesn't want to be a part of this conversation. He's being paid to...
That's his brother.
Is it?
Yeah.
How would I know that, though? Imagine if you were a twin. Imagine if you were... But I imagine there'd be millions of you because, like, when the spawn was fertilised by your father frog, then they'd all come out little tadpoles like that, wouldn't they?
You implying I look like a pollywog? That's pretty hurt.
You're the only one that wasn't eaten.
So what are we talking about?
Well, whatever you like.
I don't care.
I saw your new movie on Netflix.
Yes, very good. I didn't see the whole thing. I watched half of it. I was only going to watch a few minutes.
Just watch your bit
I
at
watched
the very
I watched the beginning on the loop.
Like Hitchcock. He's into that one scene, and then he can turn off.
I liked it a lot.
Thank you.
I mean, it was funny to see you.
Yeah,
play
like
your
clap.
dream
I
role.
just improv the clap. That was it. That was all me.
Yeah,
just threw the clap in.
Yeah. Well, that's what it's all about, isn't it? Emmy voting started yesterday, so we know how important that is.
Yes.
So I know you attract a lot of Emmy voters.
We have a surprising amount.
Do you really?
Two. There are two Emmy
out of
voters.
20,000. This won't make a difference. Why am I doing this show?
I've been wondering that myself for 12 years.
It's the most fun. It's grown up. That's what I like about the show. You can talk about anything, and it's all good. What are the paparazzi doing here?
I don't know. It's just Roland. Roland just lurks in the back.
I mean, that's
he's like a screensaver.
Why do you have a
Roland trying to creep round and hide? It's not possible, mate.
No, it's really not.
We can see you. We can hear the clicking.
Yeah.
You must have enough pictures of and that's the bald spot if you're behind me. So be careful. Oh my God, you guys have shaved it off, but that's soon. I'm getting ready.
No,
for that.
don't do it. You got
honestly,
great hair.
No, fuck no.
Don't
Honestly,
do it.
I'm not receding, but. It's getting thinner and thinner. Somehow, you know what I mean? Every other hair's going.
Don't do it. Don't
in
do
a
it.
lift, it looks like an X-ray. If the lines, you can see. I'm a bald man with some wisp of.
Listen,
it's
don't do
like
it.
fake
hanging
hair
on.
in a
Hang
lift.
on.
It's
You're
terrible.
the technology's almost there.
No, I can't be bothered.
I'm telling you, you're one of the from a bald guy. We look at other guys. Like, you're on my list of guys. Like, holy shit! Like, I thought you were going to go bald years ago.
Well, I am just very slowly. It's,
yeah,
it's just very even. then after the then if I keep it going, it soon won't be even, and I look like a baby bird. Do you know what I mean? That sort of thing. That's really wispy, of baby fine hair.
You should get the famous person thing.
What's that?
The little stuff you sprinkle in your hair.
They do
fills it out.
They do that in films. They sprinkle sort of dark stuff in it so it doesn't, your scalp doesn't ruin the shot.
Just do that.
What angle for you is bad? For me, there's certain ones from the back where you can just see it's going.
If I've been sort of laying down and you flattened the hair out, like it looks like crop circling, where it's just parted. It's really parted. It's that really white scalp shining through.
Yeah, it's
baldness.
awful.
It's not a problem for me. I don't even care. You know, I'm holding on to it as long as it's there, but I can't wait to buzz it all off.
Yeah,
really?
The back of my head is terrible.
I think I look weird though, because I don't think I mean, like you two do, but I mean, you know what I mean?
You gotta have a good head.
You suit it though.
Yeah.
You look like a villain.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like my head, I could do it.
Yeah.
Like if your head's lumpy, you fucked.
I know. I think it is. I think.
Oh
it's
no,
gonna
do you
be
have a
weird.
misshapen head?
I think. I don't know. In the it looks a bit pointed to me.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You get used to it though. People get used to your head. I have a dent in my head, which I know is kind of obvious now, but once in a
What's
while my
that
hair.
from?
I think they probably
Prison.
just aggressively pulled me out of mother when I was a baby.
Really?
Yeah.
What are those things called when you
Forceps.
Forceps. Yeah.
Yeah. They grabbed my head and yanked me.
Why? Because you were being.
I just like being in there.
Oh dear.
You should write a movie where you're bald, right? That way you'll have the excuse to shave your head.
Yeah, and then it's fine.
and then you just leave it.
But does anyone still of our generation still go with the toupee?
Yeah, but you're John Travolta.
Yeah, that's true.
I just saw him at the OJ event, and he had beautiful, beautiful hair.
I thought he just put the.
No, that's because we didn't know.
Is this libelous, by the way?
No, it's a combination
There's been worse things said about him. I'm sure he doesn't mind discussing his hair.
Yeah, that's not even.
No.
He has a bunch of different dues he wears. They all look pretty good.
Right.
Yeah. He's just from that generation to wear to a piece is okay. Like he showed up one gig and he had short hair, and the next night he showed up and he had long hair. So people were like, "What
Oh,
the
so
fuck?"
he's sort of yeah, okay.
Yeah. So see, that's that's the spray stuff.
But I know people, you know, like they're 70, 75, but they got their wig when they were 30, and they've never done anything else with it. It's the same colour as it was in the 70s, and it just sort of sits there, and everyone knows, but no one says it. And I just think, I just want to take it and whiz it off like a frisbee one day and go, okay, I'm bald. Who cares? Who cares?
I worked at Comedy
no one
Club
cares.
where the two owners were twins, and they both had the same wig, but it was from the 80s, and it was like a disco mullet.
Oh, that's great.
And this was the early 2000s, and the one thing when you booked the gig, the guys would say, don't look at their hair.
Well,
because they were really fucked up about
isn't it? If you're twins and you're going bald, and one of them decides to wear a wig, it lets the side down. So he's got to persuade the other one to wear the wig because we're identical.
Yeah.
So if they go, well, why are you bald and you've got a lovely head of hair? One of you's lying. So the guy who wants to wear a wig has got to go to the other one. You've got to wear the same wig. And they're both living a lie now, but one wasn't into it. It's terrible.
Shit. I think you should keep you got good hair. You just gotta get the transplants are so good now.
No, I can't. Oh my
They
god.
cut from the back.
I don't like going to the doctor when it's terminal. Let alone for cosmetic reasons. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wake up every night, it's a lump, I'm definitely going to die. Jane goes, we'll go to the doctor. Then I go, oh, well, you mean it is cancer then? I can say don't relax. She goes, well, if you're worried about it, go to the doctor. But I don't want to go, so I certainly won't go for a transplant.
Are you a hypochondriac?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. But one day I'll be right.
But have you always been...
Do you know what I mean? One day, I'm going to go, told ya. See? Now it's all off, innit?
But have you always been that way, or is it since you got famous?
Someone else said that to me.
Because the more you have to lose, the more you want to hold on to
But
life.
I'm sorry, when I was not famous and poor, I didn't think, I might as well die then. No one would care. I still valued my life. I don't think me going, but God, I haven't spent all my money yet.
Yeah, but when you're
that doesn't come into it.
When you're at my level, it's an option. So, you know what I mean?
This low self-esteem's good, mixed with hate and arrogance. That's what I like about this show.
Justifiably low self-esteem.
Exactly. Yeah. Wow. And my back's getting hairier. It's like everywhere else. I'm turning into a gorilla, just going on the head.
But the head is
these people trying to eat quietly.
Do you have a rogue eyebrow yet? Do you get eyelash?
Oh, I just cut them off when it goes crazy. When it's like there's that thing that happens when it's suddenly a 2-inch long.
Well, you can actually see your eye.
Yeah, no,
your
I
eyebrow.
just cut them off.
I've begun cutting them, but I used to leave them because my girlfriend hated it so much. It was the only thing I could do to annoy her is I would just gently blink against her cheek and make her touch my eyebrow. And she was like, just cut it. It's fucking disgusting. I'm like, that's cute.
Yeah, but if you cut it, then you wouldn't be able to walk straight.
Think of people. Think of people tuning in now. These guys, the things these guys talk about.
I know, we really are 3 fucking aging hens just talking about our eyebrows and our hair and primping.
I know.
Oh, what fuck, we stink. Oh, my back is hairy. Oh, my eyebrows were too long. Oh, how about
but you can't shave your own back either. That's the thing.
They have a new thing that you shave your back.
Who shaves your back?
I forget. I've seen it on TV. I've seen it on TV.
The back wax and the back sack and crack.
Yeah.
Have you heard that?
No. Yeah, there it is, right there.
Yeah. There's a thing called right.
Oh, right there.
The guys have done called back, sack, and crack. They wax your back, your crack of your ass, and your balls.
Back, sack, and crack.
Back, sack, and crack. Yeah.
I've had my asshole waxed.
Why have you done that?
Is that what they're calling that now?
Telling me,
Sorry.
right, and therefore everyone listening.
My wife she did that she waxed women. She was an esthetician. She did body waxing for women.
Right.
And then
naturally you wanted to see what all the fuss is about.
Well, my ass started to get a little hairy.
This is what I've expected. This is what I've missed. Right. So it's the confessionals, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you hit rock bottom and you just think, well, I'm just going to tell them everything, see what happens, see if anything comes of this. It's a gamble. So you said, I'll do it on me.
No, I said I would like you to wax my butt.
Right. And how long you're already married.
I had to show my ass on something. Okay.
Right.
I had to show my butt. And it was a little...
Oh, you mean the cheeks?
My cheeks.
Oh,
so
right.
what happened was she was like, well, I'll wax it. So she waxed it.
Yeah.
Because they had to put a tattoo on one of my cheeks.
Oh, I see. Right. Yeah. Okay.
Do cheeks have hair on them? The actual cheeks?
Well,
yeah, mine do as well.
Really?
It wasn't... Yeah, but it wasn't... Yeah, but you do.
It's like I'm like a baby gorilla now. It's sort of downy. You know, it's not,
When you're a human...
Yeah.
You get hair on your body.
I have a little bit of body hair, but I literally shave nothing. But my ass is buttery, soft, smooth.
On your planet,
that's the description.
I can.
It's good.
That. Yeah,
it's good cheeks.
You have no arm hair either. You have no arm hair. You're like a fucking Navajo Indian.
yeah, very smooth. It's nice.
Very smooth. No, but I have little wispy hairs on my butt.
Okay.
And then she did my she did my cheeks, and then she was like, I want to get inside there.
No.
Oh man, I've been dying for a woman to say that to me.
Okay, and then what? Then she puts a bit of strip on it.
That was a bad one. That felt like she was ripping hair from my head.
She was angry at you. That wasn't even about your ass.
That's how much hair was in my asshole. It felt like she was ripping it from my head.
But presumably, and I don't want to go too deep into this, no pun intended, but. Yeah. Doesn't it just grow back straight away? Isn't it like
no,
itchy?
it took
they're putting it out of the roots, aren't they?
After a couple weeks, my ass did look like a teenager's face who loved candy and pizza.
But wait a minute.
You got little pimples.
So we are let's be honest, we're talking about the anus now, we're not talking about the cheeks, we've gone further in. She's waxed the anus, which I don't know how okay.
Well, I had to hold my asshole open.
But can't you get ingrowing hairs from waxing? So
I don't know. Yes,
I've got an ingrowing hair on my anus.
Yeah, that didn't happen, but that could have happened.
Really?
Yes, it could. From waxing, you can get a.
Why?
When it grows back, it doesn't push out. It stays in the follicle.
So ripping out the root is bad because then the root doesn't know what to do.
Exactly. Yeah.
No, it's not. It's not necessarily. That could happen.
Kids shave your anus.
But if you shave it, that's when it grows back hairier.
They say that. It's not true.
If that was true, I'd shave my head now.
Right.
And then get it grow back a lovely foot. Start again.
Well, when you made it, that's a scientifically good point, Mr. Gervais.
That's not true.
It's not true.
It feels thicker, I think, because it's rougher where it's been cut, and when it's shorter. But I don't think that's true.
No, I don't think it's true.
Any doctors out there? Any head or anal doctors? Imagine choosing that though, proctology.
I can
you're
understand
at medical school, and everyone's going, thoracic surgery. I'm a brain surgeon. And they go, I'm fascinated with the anus.
I'm trying to look inside of people's assholes.
That's what I want to do of a Monday morning.
See, that or dentistry. It's one of those two.
I know.
Some hole I'm going to stare into.
I don't want to do. Yeah.
But if you ever see the videos when they go inside the anus, just looks like it's.
I've seen it, of course. Cute question.
You went with the camera, didn't you? You went with the tiny camera.
With the tiny camera, yeah, not with the.
I've never had that.
not with the dude's eyeball.
My mate had a kidney stone. And
you
they
had
to put a tube. No, he said it was painful, but they had to put a tube down his penis to get to it.
Urethra.
Is that Carl?
Urethra.
Urethra. Yeah, it's the worst pain ever.
They said it hurts a lot.
Yeah.
They had to break it up first with laser because they can break it up with laser.
Yeah, they try that, and then they try it with something else, and you have to flush it out. But this was too big, so they have to go in and Get it?
Well, they flush it out with water. They try breaking it up with laser, and then you just drink a lot of water, and you're supposed to piss it out. And they said it's agonizing.
Yeah, 'cause it's like a big lump of salt, isn't it? Basically, it's where your ears.
Yeah, and gallstones those can be big.
I've got the beginning of those.
Oh.
I had pains in my side. Obviously, I thought it was cirrhosis of the liver through drinking or cancer or something. I thought it was terminal. I went there. It wasn't. It was the beginning of gall. They called it gall dust. They said it's okay now, but one day you'll come in pain and beg us to take your gallstone out.
And they look like gems.
Really?
Like they really
that's over my head now. That's one day that's going to happen.
Can't they get rid of the gall dust?
Well, no, it's so fine that what it is, your gallbladder, it squeezes out stuff, bile, when you have a big meal. So after a big meal, sometimes it feels a little bit, because it's squeezing it, and that's what hurts. It squeezes itself, and it's...
I have that too.
What kind of food?
I have that too.
I think it's fatty foods, isn't it?
Fatty foods, yeah.
Really?
But I thought it was my kidneys, but I'm starting to get those pains too.
Yeah.
I have gold dust too.
Gold dust?
Yeah.
Not as good, yeah.
I have somebody that my actual family had an argument over my grandfather's gallstones when he passed away. Because I think my aunt took them, and my other uncle was really pissed. So they had to split, because they wanted them. So they had to split the gallstones.
Wow.
Yeah. Because if you look at a gallstone, they look like gemstones. They're kind of pretty.
Well, that's the next thing, isn't it? People getting gallstones. Like with foie gras, they torture a poor goose all its life to make its liver fat. So next we'll have sort of camps for people to get sort of gallstones, so we can harvest them and make little jewels out of them.
I think they turn black after a while, but I think when
they're
they
the
come
good
out,
ones. They're the most expensive ones. That's when you really got a beauty.
Yeah.
Can you?
Yeah, there they are, right there.
Is anyone still listening to this?
No, but not still. Nobody was listening before.
Yeah, we haven't lost. At least we haven't lost viewers.
Yeah, we started in the basement.
Stern's on right now.
Oh, look.
There they go, right there.
People bringing up pictures of, oh, God. Look at that.
Just, they look like, it's just like a little pile of brown rocks.
So what's got you angry lately, Jim? This is what I come in for, to hear what you're ranting about. And
not a whole lot. I've been talking about the gorilla shooting, and now, obviously we're onto this, onto the fucking, Orlando thing.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, that's been the main topic. People have been calling in, talking about guns, and so we took the phone calls for a little while, but
wow,
nothing gets done. Nothing breaks down. Everybody on this side feels this way, everybody on that side feels that way, and nobody
it's odd, isn't
compromises.
It?
Yeah.
I mean, the big argument is it won't change anything, because they're lunatics and they get illegal guns. But I'm sure there must be a correlation between the fact that you can get an assault rifle that can kill. But that stupid argument people online say, well, people can kill with a pen. Are you going to ban pens? No one has ever killed 50 people and then turned the pen on themselves. Do you know what I mean? It's such a stupid fucking argument to say that. There must be a correlation with the amount, how easy it is to get a gun. Because that's the point. When, if you're angry and you go mental and punch a few people, that is different to being able to have a gun. Why do you want those military guns? You're up to no good. Do you know what I mean? You don't do target practice with that sort of weaponry, do you?
Yeah,
some people do go to ranges, and it's supposed to be a very fun thing to do.
Yeah, I've been to ranges. I've been to Iraq and shot over there with soldiers. I've shot here. I went to Texas.
Even the people that do it for sport and love guns, and they do it range, and they're never going to kill anyone, and they're sane people. Right. And they'd pass the test to have a gun. So why don't they want crazy people to be screened more?
I think they do.
They would say they do.
I think they do.
Well, who doesn't want it then? Who's saying who doesn't want this?
I don't know if it's anybody doesn't want it or if there's just a lot of holes in the system. I don't know what the answer is.
They just don't want. I think what they don't want the government fucking telling them what they can do and what they can't do. I think it's fear of the government. I think it's fear of little tiny pieces. You take this, and you're going to take that,
the amendment, and
and it's like, okay, you now we can only use these guns, or we can only have this clip, or we can only use this scope, and pretty much then it's just going to be, look, you can't, once you give the government any room at all, they'll fucking just take advantage, widen it, and do whatever the fuck they want. And that's what I think they're afraid of. Because, look, I don't...
But when is the government? How is the government taking advantage of there being less crazy guns? What are they? They're running around going, "Really? There's less guns." What are they? What's in it for the government other than it's a safer place to live?
People will say that the government has too much power. Again, it's an unwinnable argument.
Well, because
no
the whole country was based on. I mean, if we didn't have guns, then we wouldn't be able to be America what we are now. But I mean, and
it was based on when there were muskets, and when you get angry with someone, you had to fill the gun and then pour some gunpowder in it and put a shot, and then go, "Oh, I can't be bothered anymore."
Yeah,
you really couldn't do mass shooting. It was,
but also the fear if nobody has guns and the only people that have guns is the government or the army, and they tell you fuck you, martial law, or fuck you, do this, you have to.
But but if the government goes crazy in some sort of weird dystopian future and starts enslaving, who are these people going to run forward and outgun the FBI and the US Army anyway? They're not going to win.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? I think these are all strange sort of myths. I think what it is do what you can, but you can't have my gun. I like having my gun.
Yeah, it's a freedom. It's a freedom. It's America. You're going to change what this country was founded on, and it's in the Constitution, and they're like, fuck you. You can't just go and do that.
Fine, but I feel like, and I could have it wrong actually, because obviously both sides have their own propaganda.
Yeah.
But isn't it that they just want it harder to have a gun? If you go through when you go and buy a car, you can't just go, "I want a car. It's my right." Well, you got to have a license. You got to have it. No, I just want a car. It's my right.
But I also think it's a negotiation, though.
Well, their argument would be that it is a right to have a gun, and that's what they would say. That it's not a right to have a car. That it's a constitutional guarantee for.
But if you go in and buy a car, I'm buying it from you. You're going to come in high as fuck, knowing that you're going to go down. I'm going to come in low as fuck, knowing that I'm going up, and we're going to meet somewhere in the middle. And I think that these people who are for guns are like, fuck you. We have to just say no. Absolutely fucking not, because there will be some concessions. Something will happen where, and it has. I mean, what is it? How long do they have to wait to get a gun? Is it a month or something? Or Jim?
I don't know the answer. I really don't know.
Right.
It's the anger on both sides that closes down the argument, because I think it comes to a point where politicians are scared to say they're against it or for it or whatever, because it's just too controversial.
Yeah.
It outweighs everything else. It's almost like we're talking about these things, these terrible shootings, and as soon as someone says there's too many guns, it's like they forget what it's on about and they just go, "How dare you can't take my guns?" And likewise, the other people are going, assuming that everyone who gets a gun is a crazy, which isn't true either. It's a difficult one, but it's odd that there are so many guns.
I don't know what it's like in France or Britain, but Americans are very unreasonable. We're very, very, and I say we because I'm one of them, we're very, very stuck in our ways, and we want what we want. And the compromise here is very poor. Like, people just won't, like, I asked the guy yesterday who I like. He's very pro-Second Amendment. Name one thing that you think, like, the liberals are right about with guns. One. And he couldn't concede 1 point. And they are just as unreasonable. It's like no one's ever going to solve anything.
I think it's because it's treated like a sacred cow, the amendment, rather like dogma, or don't question. It's like almost like a religion, which I think should be questioned as well. But things do change. Surely, I mean, that's why it's called an amendment. It just be a different amendment. We just amend it.
Yeah.
But I just think that you're right. Nothing ever happens. It's like we've got to deal with it within the rules of everyone's allowed to have a gun.
And then a lot of the celebrities who do rail against guns, like really rail against them, they're terrible, they have armed security. Like,
exactly. I'm saying there's hypocrisy on both sides.
Yeah, protecting them.
There's a saying, a liberal is someone who's never been mugged. And when it comes to you do want, I mean, I do want someone trained to stop these things, but I think when you start saying let's arm teachers, or a toddler got a gun, let's give all toddlers guns. That'll solve everything. Do you know?
Yeah.
Why not stop with guns? Let's give everyone a grenade.
Yeah, that's
just in case.
Yeah, they say that, well, if everybody's armed, then this wouldn't happen. Well, first of all, if you have a bunch of amateur people with guns in a nightclub and they just start shooting, they're probably going to shoot each other.
Everyone thinks they're Jack Bauer.
Right.
Everyone thinks I've got a gun. If someone came in now, I'd probably take him out. Everyone thinks that.
Right.
And of course, you're right.
If you see these videos online too, of people actually who have a gun in a situation where they use it, they miss a lot of the times, or the guy doesn't go down, he keeps coming. There's very, very rarely. That's why cops,
But the other thing is that people who keep guns because it's their right to protect their home and their family, and that's fair enough.
Yeah.
But they have to keep it in a locked drawer anyway. So if someone bursts in with a gun, you've got to say, right, wait there. Where's the key? Honey, where's the key to the gun? Well, I'll be
it's
right
a
back.
fingerprint, honey. Put your fingerprint.
Right. What were you saying?
Well, you can walk around with it in your house. Ant used to walk around armed in his house. He would be armed.
Yeah,
I remember that. I used to tease
But his
him
house is rough.
Yeah, it really wasn't. He certainly needed
to be armed in his house, just in case.
Find a random bullet on the couch.
Yeah.
You're like, what is this?
Yeah.
So,
That's great. Wandering around your house with a gun is fantastic.
Yeah, he literally.
That's amazing.
He would answer the door with a gun on his hip. I would
yeah,
always
but
tease
he
him.
but have a bathing suit on.
In his underpants. Yeah, creepy. Tighty whities and a fucking handgun.
Like he's in the witness protection program.
Yeah.
It's sort of like just in case they come in through the door.
Yeah, it's like going to see Henry Hill. It's like, what are you doing, Ant? No one's going to bother you.
I mean, it's yeah, I don't know. I think it's that percentage, isn't it? Even though, I mean, I don't know what the chances are of having a gunman break into your house and threaten you, but I think it's low.
It is. It does happen, though, so I get why you want, like, personally, I don't own a gun because I would misuse it. Like, I know I'd misuse it. I'd be in traffic. Like, I know I'd brandish it. Even if I didn't kill people, I'd show them.
Well, I remember with legal guns in England, it's nothing on this scale, and we don't really have any. I think we have like 7 a year. I think you have that a day, don't you? But Mum was saying that someone saying that people who get a gun illegally, they bury it. So if someone disses them in a pub, they can't just take it out and shoot them.
Right.
They have to go and dig it up, and then they think, this is madness, I'm going to go to jail for life.
Sure.
I just won't talk to the arsehole.
And if you use it, you really wanted to use it. Like, if you decide...
it'd be really strict. Someone having a gun in England without a license would be... He's up. There's no reason for him to have this gun.
You imagine getting a shovel before you kill somebody and digging up a gun?
Well, that's what it's for. It's like they want a gun. They like the idea of having a gun if it really came to it. I don't know why this, as we said, this weird dystopian future. But, I think that's the problem. If you've got a gun on you and you're angry, you'll use it, Do
you need security? Do you ever feel like you need security, like when you're out, or do you get bothered at all, or have you ever?
But I don't know what that sort of cure is going to do. If someone's going to, it makes sense if you're the Queen or the Pope or a figure. But us walking down the street, I mean, I know. Yeah, it happens. John Lennon, it happens, but
sure. Well, they just killed that girl.
It still would have happened because these people want to be famous, and they don't care whether they're famous now in jail or if they have to die to be famous, And then you've got the sort of ideologically motivated murders where it doesn't matter. If you're willing to die, you can kill anyone. So I don't think those sort of things. It's not really a deterrent. I think the bigger deterrent is if you're caught with a gun, you'll go to jail, or if you pull out a gun, you'll go to jail. It's just not worth having one. And then we really have isolated the psychos as opposed to, do you know what I mean? Normal people doing random acts of, crime of passion.
Yeah.
I don't know though. We don't know because we've never given the other side a try. That's the problem.
Absolutely.
Well, only in other countries. I mean, if you compare it to England, I think it's pretty clear.
Or Canada, or they have some, sure. But
well, I think they have about the same amount of guns per capita, and they have. And they don't shoot people.
Yeah, we're a violent place, man. And I'm not even, America's a very violent place. And it is what, if we're let's just be honest about it. Stop pretending. We're taught American exceptionalism our whole life. Like every country is taught its own propaganda. We're a violent nation. And it's okay to say that.
But even now, I feel uncomfortable talking about it for many reasons. It is very controversial. You don't have to say much. I'm an outsider. No one wants to hear from an outsider what they think of their country. And I can see you guys. You have to be very, very respectful, and it is an amendment. But it's crazy that it's talked about after something like this. But then there's going to be another one tomorrow.
Sure.
There will be. It's sort of guaranteed, which is really odd.
If it didn't stop it after Newtown, after a bunch of kids got shot, it's just not going to stop. If that didn't stop it.
That was fucking crazy.
After fucking how many kids that were shot, 5 and 6 year old, it's just not going to change. It won't change. If that didn't change it.
Fucking shoot. I can't even, a 5-year-old. Look at a 5-year-old and how many died that day. I mean, It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's depressing.
There should be some type of filter with these fucking people, because it's not like they don't know who they are.
Well, that's what I think.
They always know who they are. You after the fact, there's somebody
well, I think
going.
That's what the most sensible side are saying is just can't we try and restrict how easy it is for these guns to fall into the wrong hands? I think that's what it is. It's mildest, But it's you're right. People go, why are you trying to take my guns away? Why are you trying to? Yeah. I think people at home are thinking, how did we get to this from arse hair?
Yeah.
Well, that's why it's a hit show.
And which is a more depressing subject? They don't know.
I think ass hair is fucking depressing.
But it's funny, isn't it? That it's just like these traumatic things going on in the world, and it's everywhere is someone going through something terrible, and we're worried about a hairy anus.
I think that's a more universal fear, though.
I think it is. No, it is. If you're watching the news and they say an entire country has just been wiped out, you go, oh my god, oh I told you to get some fucking milk. I haven't got any milk. Go to the shop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all about me. Everyone's is about it. Just talking about this, I saw a documentary about a bit weird sort of cosmetic surgeries, and it was people who have their vagina plumped. And things like that.
Plumped I like, reduced I don't like.
Right, and things like that, like someone's going, oh, I can't go out with this. What if I get knocked over? The doctor's going to go, what a flat vagina. Right, these people who they're millionaires because they go to, you need a plumper vagina. Oh my god, I'd love the advert. Is your vagina listless? Then call Dr. Fruman on 0800. He will plump your vagina. I had my vagina plumped and I've never looked back. And one woman, right, she did a thing and she was having her anus bleached, right?
I don't like that either.
Right, and she had her anus bleached, right? Okay, she came out, and this is a documentary, and someone said, how was that? She said, it's a dream come true, it's all I've ever wanted. You've got to get out more, love. Do you know what I mean? If you now have fulfilled all your wildest dreams and fantasies.
I'm dreaming of a white asshole.
How do you plump up a vagina? I don't understand.
It was this thing they did, right, to make it look. I don't know. I suppose
just
it was
a machine with a boot, and you hit a button and it kicks you in the vagina.
I think they inject it with something.
Really? Collagen, maybe?
Yeah.
Probably,
like plumping up lips or. I don't know.
Reduce. They have these vagioplasties, which really bother me because I prefer a vagina with a personality. Like I like a whole lot happening. Like, I really do. Yeah. Like a fucking
it's called the penis and balls.
No, I mean, look, those are acceptable. But I mean, I prefer a more substantive vagina.
It's not all about look. Sometimes it's about the personality of the vagina. Yeah, sure.
It's just got to have some substance to it. So a lot of these doctors do vagioplasty where they trim it and they cut. I always discourage women.
Oh God!
Stop messing with your pussy.
You don't need
Stop
to.
It. Your pussies are nice as they are.
And then worse, the religious things where it's like, oh God, there's a thing in England now where they have genital mutilation of 11-year-old girls held down by their grandmother who has to do it illegally with a razor blade and just
is that religion? The clit? Taking the clit off?
Yeah, everything. Mass. Yeah. Just,
I did.
What religion does that?
I had my kids circumcised,
and then they sew it. Well, yeah. Again,
And it's like I didn't even think I don't think about it, and I actually got a lot of shit for it after the fact, and I was like, well, you're attacking me now, but. I had a kid. Maybe if you gave me the information beforehand, I would have been like, "Oh, this makes sense." But yeah, I had him circumcised. But here's how it happens.
That's a bit different, though, isn't it? I mean, it's the same in the sense that I don't think you should unless you need to, and you don't know when a baby needs to.
It just happens.
But yeah, at least it doesn't know what's happening. I guess compared to these poor girls, it's just
terrible.
It's mental.
Yeah.
There's something. I mean, I want to say that. There was a thing in the paper, New York rabbi, who got herpes from sucking the circumcised peas.
Gave the baby herpes.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
and the kid died.
Yeah, I mean, think of that. Think of that. How I want to go. This is fucking mental.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's crazy. It doesn't matter why you're doing it.
It's pedophilia. It's pedophilia. If you put a baby's dick in your mouth for any reason, it's pedophilia. I'm sorry, you're blowing a baby. I don't care why you're doing it. It's pedophilia. Even if it's not, you don't think it's a sexual thing. You're still putting a baby's dick in your mouth.
It's just not. You don't need to do it. Why do you need to do it?
I think it's disgusting. I don't know if it's pedophilia. I think that these fucking barbaric religions, it's something that was not. I don't think sex is involved in it.
No,
I think it's
still mental though. It's still mental to cut about. But the parents are going along with it because they think, it's our tradition, it's our religion.
Sucking a baby's dick is not pedophilia for sexual reasons. I don't think that they're trying to have sex with a kid, but it's literally. It's an act of
abuse.
pedophilia.
It's abuse.
Also, when did God go? Oh, I wish I hadn't given you the foreskins. Can you take those off?
Yeah, it was a manufacturer's error.
Sorry,
it's a recall.
Sorry, a recall. Sorry. If you believe that God is perfect and he did that, why do you give us this thing we've got to take off now, God?
Yeah.
I'll stop fucking with us. It's ridiculous.
The airbag's no good. Get rid of it. Take it off.
Well, when you're in the hospital and you have the kid, all of a sudden they're like, okay, we're just going to take him to get circumcised. And you're like, okay. And he comes back literally minutes later.
But yours isn't religion. Yours isn't religion. Are you Jewish? No.
I'm Catholic, but we're not.
But Americans have it done anyway, don't they?
It's just you just do it.
We just do it.
Yeah.
It's not something that you even think of. You just do it.
They say it cuts down on cancer risk.
Oh, right, okay.
For certain things. They say foreskin, you're more likely to get a little bit of cancer. It's harder to keep clean. I talked to a doctor who said that is kind of the legit reasons. It does actually make a difference for HIV transmission. You're less likely. It's a little bit because it can live and breathe.
But I think it came from. It certainly came from the Old Testament. Didn't it? But then 4,000 years ago in the desert, it probably made sense not to have a thing where you can get grit and shit under.
That's true. Yeah. Fuck. Sand under your foreskin.
Same as don't eat shellfish. Well, no, because they're out in the sun and you'll probably die. Things that meant something 4,000 years ago.
Yeah.
Probably don't mean. And they say God said it. Oh, okay. Well, if God said it,
let's get rid of it.
We should, let's do it.
I wonder where it does come from. Religiously, why did you have to?
That's probably why. Getting grit. That's a good point. Getting sand under your foreskin.
I'll tell you where everything came from religiously, because the blokes who wrote the Bible 4,000 years ago, right, were homophobic, racist, bigoted people who want to control women and other races. That's where it came from. If you read the Old Testament, it's like one bloke saying, now what do I want? I'll tell you what I want. I want women to be subservient. There's a thing in the Bible. Okay,
and I want the dicks I suck to not have that thing to push back for a minute. I want it just to be ready to go.
Yeah. There's if you rape someone in the Bible, it's okay. If you marry her afterwards and give her dad 50 shekels. So that's all right. So that to me is someone who's writing the Bible and goes, oh shit, how can I get out of this one? I've got an idea. God says, I've just heard from God. He says it's okay if I marry her and I'll just give you 50 shekels. And I went, all right, put that in the book.
No, but then he goes,
stick that in the book.
Then he goes in his pocket. He only has 45. He's like, hang on 1 second, I messed up. It's 45.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like that thing at swimming pools where it says no running, no bombing, no petting. And I've always thought that was the proprietor who caught his girlfriend snogging someone. Right, no petting. I'm putting that in the rule book. It's all about who wrote it. It's all about who wrote it. Of course, all rules, all power is what's best for me. And it's never ended. It's never, lobbying and people funding politicians. It's because they get a kickback. It's, you vote for the people who are better for you. Everyone does it.
Yeah.
We all sort of do it. And it's so transparent, but people have got better at it. People have got better hiding it, and they've come up with other reasons.
Life would be better if we all lived on Equality Street.
Ooh, what you've done there, Jim, is a beautiful segue to talk about my world famous adored character David Brent that is coming back to our screens. Oh, that's the promo copy of the album. So I should explain to people. David Brent is the character from The Office that Steve Carell played very successfully in the American version and made me more money than I did out of my own version. So thanks, Steve.
You made more money here than there.
I made 10 times more money from the syndication of the American Office than I did from the UK office, I'd say.
Wow.
Yeah.
You didn't have to go to work every day?
No.
You
it's
just
amazing.
stayed home.
It's the gift that
Executive
keeps on
producer.
giving.
My God.
I've just started doing stand-up again for a tour. I haven't done it for 6 years. And I start off with... I don't have
You
to
haven't
do
done it for 6 years?
6 years, if you don't count the Golden Globes. My last tour was 6 years ago. So I come out and I'm doing warm-ups for like a few hundred people. And I come out and I say, oh, I hate this. Do you know how fucking rich I am? So yeah, David Brent, and he's back in a new movie called Life on the Road, which comes out in UK cinemas on the 19th, and is going to come to America next year.
Next year? We gotta wait till next year?
I know, but
the fuck?
Well,
It's only not that far away.
It's not that far away, so I'm going to kill it in the UK, do some gigs, put the album out, and then come to America and promote it here.
What the fuck is that?
So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm dying to see this movie.
Oh, I'll get you a special Chums copy.
A Chums copy?
Yeah.
I would like a Chums copy.
Yeah.
Have my name across it so I can't copy it.
Yeah, that's watermarked. Exactly, yeah.
Right.
And we've got an accompanying album because it's about him it's about what he's doing now, sort of 12 years after he left the office. And what he's doing now, he's a sales rep selling sort of tampons and toiletry products, but he's never given up the dream of being a rock star. So he spends his hard-earned cash and he cashes in his pensions, and he puts a band together of mercenary session musicians who don't want to be there. So he's hemorrhaging money because he thinks that someone's going to come and see him, and he takes time off work and he does these gigs. And it's
Is
about
anybody
that.
from The Office in
No,
the
it's
movie?
all new people. It's his new office and the new band, and it's sort of like it's even more tragic. I think you'd like him more because you sort of feel sorry for him, because then he was the sort of boss and he should know better, and everyone else in the office was pretty normal. But now the world's changed. Now it's dog eat dog. Now we've had people getting on The Apprentice by going, I would destroy anyone who stands in my way. So he's sort of like, he's 55 now, and he's sort of a ghost.
Right.
He's sort of like the underdog, really. So I think there's a bit more sympathy for him.
One of the best things was in the Christmas special when he comes back to the office. There's such a great line when David and Gareth are talking, and Gareth is just shitting on his thing. He's like, didn't even sell 100 copies. And David goes, didn't want it to.
I know. I know.
Who doesn't want their shit to sell 100
I know.
copies?
Well, that's it. And that was self-financed from his redundancy, and he's done it again. And he's, and it is really tragic where people aren't coming, but. I know the songs weren't bad, or they're not comedy songs. It's the backstory that's funny. It's the fact that it's a 55-year-old rep thinking that he can be, he's seen Susan Boyle get signed, and he thinks, well, things like X Factor, you know what I mean? And it's.
Did you write all the music?
Yeah, that was fun. I'm a failed pop star myself. So
are you going to go, when you go on tour and you do your stand-up, are you going to sing any of these songs?
No, I'll keep it separately. I do want to we did do some gigs before the film, and they went great, of course.
Are you touring as David Brent?
After the film. But in the film, of course, it's the silences of people looking at each other. Why is he singing about Native Americans? What's it? But on live, for real, obviously they love it, and it's pitch, and they get it, but,
what are some of the new songs? Are there any of the old ones from?
Yeah, you've got Free Love Freeway. You've got Spaceman. You get to hear the second verse of that.
Spaceman.
You've got Paris Nights. You get to hear the second verse of that. And then you've got new ones. Ooh La La, Native American, Lonely Cowboy, Life on the Road, Slough. Beautiful song, Slough. If it wasn't singing about Slough, it'd be beautiful. Thank fuck it's Friday. Oh, you could play that on this radio show.
Sure you can.
Oh yeah, should play. And this is about repping. He's introduced it. It's about how wherever he is selling toiletry products, he always gets back to Slough for the weekend.
What about the song? You only had the one. You cut back to his one. She's this serpent who guards the gates of hell.
Yeah. We have got that. That's that'll be it's just that terrible things that.
Can I hear one? Can I hear a song?
What do we want to hear?
Which one?
We could do. Please don't make fun of the disabled. That's Brent.
Can I hear that one?
Please don't make fun of the disabled.
Oh yeah, we could do that. Yeah,
Whichever
and it's
one.
excruciating when he performs this.
It's excruciating.
There it is. Brent's epic. Brent's epic ballad.
Wonder, it's funny though that there's real musicians, the backup singers, literally probably could sing better than Mariah Carey. They're just like hopes and dreams, and now they're in some fucking studio with some balding Englishman going singing about fucking.
But now I'm a balding Englishman. You should never admit anything because the English papers will pick this, and it'll be baldness fears from Ricky Gervais. or hiding baldness. Do you know what I mean?
No, you gorgeous hair.
It's
I didn't know it was going to hit.
don't care.
I was going to hit a button.
So it's stuff like that. So it's
awesome.
It's excruciating. He's got it all wrong. He thinks he's trying to save the world. Same with Native American. The lyrics to that. He thinks you should play Native American. Because that. Yeah, I mean, we don't do tunes on here, do we?
We'll play it. It's good enough. Here's the thing, too, that's great about it. It's good enough, like, where you're like, yeah, it's like, it's not such a bad song that it's actually
it's inappropriate. It's this man is paid for these, this album's cost him, it's just not going to happen for him.
I'd go see it live.
The live, it makes sense then.
If that was a concert, how fun would that be just to go fucking see that guy? I would fucking definitely go see that.
from an ironic point of view, of
just
course.
to fucking have a
car crash.
fun fucking night.
I know.
And see people, people in wheelchairs would go.
Yeah,
and their heads would be swaying.
In the movie, there's a guy in a wheelchair, and he just goes, "That's little guy over there." and the guy's really embarrassed. He just waves, like, "Why has he picked on me?" So it's all about that excruciating social faux pas.
Well, it was like in season 2 of The Office, the girl in the office in the wheelchair, how fucking David would just like move her chair.
Oh,
it's like you should never just move somebody's wheelchair.
Yeah. Well, I got that from the producer of The Office in a wheelchair, who said sometimes at parties people coming out and he wants to talk to someone, they move him out of the way to talk to them because they won't say excuse me. They just move because he's on wheels. So it's like it's easier to just move him and you go, well, I was talking. It's just incredible how people are.
I have a friend of mine in a wheelchair, and it's just
I don't like him.
You don't like my friend?
I'm just kidding.
Oh, Jesus.
We were allowed not to like him.
How do you not like him?
But you're not allowed to not like him because he's in a wheelchair.
But that's where I corrected myself.
Yeah.
But it is a pain in the ass to invite him when we invite him to parties. Because he just stays all night because he's got his own chair. He's comfortable wherever you just sit him in a corner.
I'm like that, though. No, I'm like that. That's how I get the drunkest at a party, where I find the most comfortable chair. I sit there all night, and it's topped up. If I had a little colostomy bag or a little wee thing that I wouldn't have to ever walk, I'd be happy. My ideal role would be playing an astronaut in a movie, because you'd just be in one. In the studio.
Just pissing your suit?
No, and just pissing my suit all day. 8 hours laying down or floating around.
Or a quadriplegic, like Whose Life Is It Anyway? That Richard Dreyfuss movie. You ever see that?
Oh, yeah.
Where he plays the guy injured in the car accident. It's like there's just no moving. The whole film is just laying there. It just seemed like a great job.
I didn't see it. Did you see the thing, Theory of Everything?
I did. Stephen Hawking?
Yep. Yeah. There were complaints, obviously, about an able-bodied person playing a disabled person. And
did they complain about that?
Yeah, they did. But what they didn't realise was that they have to do the flashbacks where he can walk.
Yeah.
So
right.
that would have been more embarrassing, I think.
That's actually a lot of money in CGI.
I know. Yeah. So there should be flexibility in who plays what role.
And you have to be able to act. You have to be the guy that can do the role and look like him.
What are you saying, that people in wheelchairs can't act?
Good one.
No, that is what I'm saying. Yeah. You're right. Yes.
No, whenever there's, I always give that. I always look for the pool of actors who have got the particular disability I'm using. Like an extras, the actress had cerebral palsy, and but sometimes obviously it's very hard to.
Do you have to bring it so if you're casting somebody in a wheelchair or a disability? Do you have to bring in a bunch of people with the actual specific disability
I don't
that you're
have
looking
to,
for?
but I'd like to anyway, because it is good to try and give a person with this disability the role. That's obviously clearly and important. I'm not just being politically correct. It is a good thing to do, and I sort of deal in realism. Sometimes you literally can't. Sometimes you can't. You have to.
But if you can, you do.
I do. I always try to. Yeah.
I love when there's a movie with somebody with some fucked up disability, like that actor. What's the brothers that always have the dude in the wheel? They always have fucked up people from their home.
We know that we shouldn't just get your favourite actor to black up or play. You know what I mean? We don't. Shakespeare used to use men playing all the roles because only men were actors.
That's true. Yeah, but men would play women.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Thank God that trend has continued.
That's yeah. So I think it's always good to try and reflect society properly in a film, particularly if you're dealing with realism. Yeah. But it's
impossible to get.
Sometimes it is impossible.
When you did your role on Ricky's movie, did you when you were Oh, when you were doing the tranny role and you were getting
I was a rent boy.
A what?
I was a rent boy. I was playing a boy.
What's a rent boy?
I was a rent boy. I was a boy for hire.
A male prostitute.
Yes.
Oh, you weren't a tranny?
I was not transgendered. I was a...
Don't think you can say tranny anymore.
I was
transgender?
no, but I was a rent boy.
Fuck. Transgender?
I was a
like, come on, Grandad. You know you don't mean that. You know you don't mean that, do you? He loves trans people. You don't know, Grandad.
I do.
You know?
I have a lot of trans friends.
Exactly.
I was a rent boy.
No, it's difficult to keep up with it. I was teasing you, but I mean, that's the other thing. It's like on Twitter, if you use the wrong terminology because you didn't know things had changed, it's crazy. It's like you're suddenly Hitler.
Yeah.
I want to go, oh, you know, I did the Caitlyn Jenner joke I did at the Golden Globes, which is not transphobic and everyone knows it isn't. They went crazy because I dead named her. I said, but I did.
You dead name? What's that? What you?
I said, I'll tell you the joke. I'd relax, everyone. I'm going to be nice tonight. I've changed. Not as much as Bruce Jenner, obviously. Now Caitlyn Jenner. And what a year she's had. Became a role model for trans people everywhere, bravely breaking down barriers and destroying stereotypes. She didn't do a lot for women drivers.
That's fun.
See, that's clearly the target of that joke is the fact a celebrity did this and got away with it. Nothing to do with the transness at all.
Yeah.
But my crime, apparently, was that I dead named her at all. I said Bruce Jenner, but Bruce Jenner did exist. He's a famous person. We know that.
And when he did it, wasn't he Bruce? It was Bruce.
I don't know.
He was Bruce.
Yeah, it was Bruce. Yeah.
He didn't trans.
And then because I answer people and discuss it, and I probably shouldn't. I should just go, oh, fuck you, it was a joke. It's not trans. But I found out that they're saying, well, no, she didn't change because she was always that. It's gender realignment. So to dead name her and then say she's changed is the offensive bit because she hasn't. That's their point.
But they're just what they're doing is they know the intent of what someone's saying.
Of course, they're making it. Yeah, they're sort of bringing the very, worthy and interesting cause in its infancy into disrepute by making everyone a villain who doesn't get the right terminology, which is wrong because most people they have nothing against. I don't. Most normal people know there's nothing wrong with it, and it's up to them, and but it sort of makes it gets in the way. Their anger gets in the way because some people I've just used the wrong word and they didn't know. Like this guy over here saying that. Saying the T word without knowing. No intent
but
at all.
The word tranny is a weird one because I know a lot of trans girls that use it. Yeah. And they use it comfortably.
Well, yeah, but then that's the same with the N word. You're not allowed to use it.
I love using them back to back. But I don't,
especially when you were the trans.
But I don't know what the right thing, because it's like, well, it's because of this, at least with,
No, it is about education, and that's something, it's a problem where, I mean, it's Twitter's fault though, because there's a mob mentality on either side. And what's great about Twitter is those people that have their own ism and they're militant and they're angry and they seek out people to go, you shouldn't use that. Whoa, I didn't know. What goes around comes around, because eventually they use the wrong word for someone else's ism and they get the flack and they go, well, I didn't. And so they go, oh, maybe not everyone is a despicable, horrid, nasty bigot. Maybe some people words change too quickly for them, or they're not in touch.
My grandfather's the neighbors. He called them. He was like the colored neighbors next door. I was like, Pop, you can't say that. He's like, what? What do I say?
Yeah, my mum used to use that politely.
Yeah,
that was the polite word.
Exactly.
Yeah. But and it's up to any group to say no. We want to.
It was African American. No, it was black, and then it was African American.
Yeah.
After that,
and it changes from country to country because in England. You can't say midget. That's a terrible derogatory term, and most people know that now. But you can say dwarf, or little person or small person. But I think that's different here. I think some people think dwarf is offensive in America, don't they?
Now, midget is still kind of like they're teetering on that one.
No, they don't.
No,
midget's
that's out. That's terrible.
Midget's out.
They don't.
They
midget's out.
They call it the M word. That's really offensive.
You cannot say midget. You can't say midget, you get fucked up.
But when anything new comes in, it's funny, because I thought, when I said little person, I thought they'd use that wrongly, and I thought, no, that's the correct term. Like, all right, okay. But it's, I think it's just out of respect, but sometimes people genuinely get it wrong without intent. And I think that's the thing about bigotry and any hate. There has to be intent. You're meant to hate, demonize them, dehumanize them, and try and hurt their feelings. Your granddad saying coloured, he wasn't trying to be racist.
No.
Racists know they're being racists.
Yes.
In fact, they try and hide it a little bit. You know, do you know what I mean?
Sure.
There's a big difference between.
Yeah.
But the Caitlyn joke was funny, and the fact that people got mad at that, it's like, I'm sorry, Caitlyn is not, or being trans is not some sacred cow that can't be addressed with humor. It's not this phenomenon that no one can talk. If we can talk about religion, then we can talk about everything
exactly.
else.
And I do feel sometimes they say, well, it's not for you to say, you know, we're white cis men. I learnt that as well after the Golden Globes.
What is that? What is that?
We are aligned with the gender we were born with and the people that accept we're
cisgender,
we are biologically and mentally and socially white male heterosexual.
But we're the enemy of pretty much everybody.
Well, no. What I'm saying is, you know, it's awkward. You know, three white guys discussing what racism is. I could see why you'd be offended if you know.
Because two of them are bald.
Yeah. So it's difficult, but that doesn't mean we're not allowed to discuss it. But they're allowed to say that they think we're.
Well, it's only bad if we're claiming to be victims of it, which I'm not.
Well, that's the problem as well. This is the age of claiming to be victim on everything. Everyone fights to be the victim. Like on Twitter, a troll can say something really nasty. I retweet it. They say, "What? Stop bullying me." Well, no, I just retweeted what you said.
Yeah. People like to weigh in, but they don't like to be like. They don't like to hear the blowback from it.
Of course, exactly. Yeah, that's the problem.
You go nut. I like you on Twitter because you're really opinionated, and a lot of celebrities aren't like that. Like you, but you really say what you want, which I like.
Well, you either don't say anything or you go fuck you and attack them.
Most of the time I'm doing it to amuse the other 11 million normal people who get, you know. So I retweeted some twat after the shooting. He said something like, this is nothing to do with terrorism or and that. People are doing this because they legalized homosexuality. Like I went, yeah, that's right. The same happened when they legalized kids going to school. It's just ridiculous, you know. And of course it escalates. It goes crazy. But sometimes you're allowed to hold a mirror up. If someone says something fucking stupid and hateful on an open forum, and people see it, well, that's the consequences. You know, there are consequences to free speech. People think that free speech is your right to say anything and everyone likes it and agrees with it. No. They're allowed to say what they think of your fucking free speech.
Right. I don't like to see people penalized for it, but the consequences should just be people are allowed to say what they think of what you said. Like, that's fair. You know, if you say something, people can
and it'd be nice
on
if everyone understood what you said. You know, we always get both sides of it. Everyone gets it, but you know, as a comedian point of view, we're usually talking about freedom of speech with the right to joke about anything, and that's the big one I do. And I heard you say exactly the same things as I think as well on your keynote speech, that it depends on the subject of it. We're allowed to talk about any subject. Comedians get the worst of it because they think we're being cruel straight away. They assume the side we're coming down on, and they're not. They haven't got the intellect to understand it. People are offended usually when they mistake the target of the joke with the subject of a joke. So they think there are certain sacred cows that you can't make jokes about. Well, you can joke about anything. It depends what the joke is and who the target of that joke is. You know, that's the problem, I think, with comedians.
Yeah, they always want to have these little lines in the sand of, you shouldn't cross that, and you shouldn't. And it's like, it's just exhausting. If you start honoring everybody's point of offense, you're going to be standing there with nothing to talk about. Who wants to talk about bouncing a rubber ball? Like, what else am I going to chat about? Balloons?
But we're all connected now, too. You know, we're back in the day. You know, my grandfather didn't know who the fuck Richard Pryor was. He was never going to know who he was. My grandmother neither. Yeah. You know, but now, because everybody's on Facebook and social media, I'm exposed to people that I would not fucking like or don't agree with. And
that's a great thing about social media. That and the fact, you know, you can, you know, change petitions. All those things are great. The bad thing is that it looks like the world's fucking mental.
Yeah.
There are things I didn't know existed before. You know, the Yulin Dog Festival, where they torture the dog first because it makes the meat taste better. They skin a dog alive. No, I have to, Jesus Christ, you know, it is like reading every toilet wall in the world at once.
Yeah. I like that you retweet those photos though, because they're really awful and they're despicable and people go, why do you retweet it? Because that's what's happening.
Yeah,
it's a real thing.
Don't get angry at the photo. Get angry at how the photo was even taken, and try and stop another photo being able to be taken again. That's
is that dog festival still happening?
It's happening now. It's
right now.
And then someone gets in the way and they go, "Hey, dude, you eat beef." I go, "Well, one, I don't eat beef, but two, you don't usually skin a cow alive, boil it." They're laughing when they're doing it. They don't think they're animals. They don't. They think they're. They think they're lumps of meat, you know? And they say, oh, it's just because it's a dog. No, it's because the dog's being... What don't you understand about being skinned alive, you fucking idiot?
Yeah.
Fuck me. I mean, it's proper fucking psycho territory.
Yeah, they really are. They're just awful.
Racist. I don't care who's doing it. I don't care who's skinning a dog alive. They're fucking cunts. It doesn't matter where they're from. It's mental, isn't it?
Yeah.
Who thinks that's okay?
Yeah, it's sickening.
But they don't read the tweet. They just go, I want to get involved. I want to get involved. And it's the same with outrage culture. It's people wanting to be part of the narrative, you know, and sometimes people do tweet things they haven't thought about because they think it's like, you know, everyday life when you talk, but it goes out there and then you can't take it back.
Yeah, you think it's a very I think lawyers talking about that, how it's just it's you get to react too fast.
Yeah.
And you know, again, we've all been guilty of it, but I've also snapped at times and go like, why the fuck did I get so mad at that
I do,
guy?
yeah. In fact, I even search for it sometimes for a laugh and then think, oh, I'm not going to retweet that.
Yeah.
That's not worth it. I don't want to give them the time of day.
There's no pause.
Right.
There's no, it's just immediate.
But is this, but with coming back to not just crazies on the internet, which there are a few. And to be fair, I've got 11 million followers and I have one crazy a week. It's not bad. You know, most people,
I have 400 and something thousand and I have a lot more crazies than that.
Well, yeah,
really
no, you do attract them and I like the way you actually argue with them like they're standing in front of you. I like that.
I'm trying not to do it anymore. It's too exhausting.
It's too exhausting because it's also thankless. That no one's really won. They're an idiot living in a bin, masturbating into envelopes and sending them to fucking Katy Perry.
Exactly, which is exactly what I'm doing. So we should get along.
The misogyny on Twitter. The misogyny is crazy, and I know why now people think all men are mental because I don't get it. It's they're angry about something, and the racism, the misogyny, the pure. Because they don't have to face you. It's because I don't know why anyone wants that out there. Some under their own name.
Someone will say something that's so mean and fucking abusive. And then you'll go to their page and I'll see him with his dog and his kid and his wife. And I'm like,
yeah, I know.
What the fuck are you doing?
It's like it's their little peccadillo that they think that it's people venting what's in their head.
Is this guy just vicious and then he's in a kayak with a dog under a rainbow and you're like,
I see people tweet the most hateful, racist, homophobic misogyny and then it says CEO of da-da-da. I want to go, I'm going to tell all your shareholders. It's like, really?
Yeah.
You're willing, you think that's, because they think it's okay, you know, and as I say, they can say those things, but with freedom of speech comes a bit of responsibility and people's right to reply.
Yeah. I mean, and again, I respect people who do it under their own name. I'm less likely to attack because I do respect the fact that they're at least saying what they want to say, even if it's rude and stupid. At least I know where that guy stands.
I know, and I think you're right. They have stood up to be counted in a way. Yeah, they're different to trolls. I don't usually call those people trolls. They might be hateful and confused.
But it's still scary.
Sure.
It's scary because you see this.
It's scary that exists. It's
scary that they exist and that they have this other life that nobody knows that they're going on to mine or somebody else's and being that vicious and that fucking evil.
Yeah. In the early days of Twitter, it was like, you know, a celebrity lost a baby, and there'd be people going, good, she shouldn't have even had the baby. And I'd go, fuck me, man. What are you talking about? Who are you? Why are you trying to get in her face? Why do you want to be heard about someone else's? Yeah. It's really odd. But I think it is sad people that aren't listened to, and they feel that they've got an outlet now. They're shouting out of a window, you're all fuckers. I hate you all. You know, and it's very odd. But I think it also comes with the outrage culture. You know, 10 years ago, if you saw something you didn't like, you had to go and get a pen and paper and start writing a letter of complaint. Then you go, oh, fuck this, I'll have a beer.
Yeah.
Now you put it out there.
It's
2
just-
seconds.
and it's
10
done,
seconds
yeah.
is out.
But I think, it sucks too because I'm a whore because I would love to just never use it. But I'm up there going, I'm going to be, this weekend
Of course.
here and come see me this and look at this
Yeah.
photo of me with this and look how beautiful my fucking life is. And
Yeah, no, well, I use it as a marketing tool, probably 90%. It is a marketing tool, that you tell people when you've got gigs or when you've got something out and you work that and that's fine. But I also feel a bit of responsibility to be entertaining as well because I'm a narcissistic show-off entertainer, like all of us, and I think people have got access to you, so that's where it gets complicated. They feel they're talking to you, face to face, and they don't realise it's on. And people take offence at things that weren't aimed at them. They think of it like I do a general tweet, and because they follow me, they think that the metaphor is that I've gone around to their house and shouted through their letterbox. But it's not. They're at my house listening through my letterbox and then getting offended at what I say. I'm not tweeting them. I'm just tweeting.
Right.
I don't know who follows me or why. And they think, hey, I follow you. I'm offended at that thing I've chosen to read. And they don't quite understand the metaphor here.
And there's never a way to make it, it's like here's where you go crazy is where you start thinking one day I'm going to say this perfectly and everyone will get it. And it's just that day never comes. And that's the hardest thing I've ever had to understand is that day where they all understand what I'm trying to say will never come.
Or
But
they
you know
all
what?
like you.
I don't care now.
It's never going to come.
No, exactly. I don't care now. I felt it was like I sometimes I forget why I've got it, and it's a marketing tool, and it just passes the time. But I want to explain to people what freedom of speech really is. The burden of proof. I want to put what the burden of proof is. That's a bugbear of mine. But most of the time, I put it out there, and I don't get any flack, and it's all settled down. And
well, you handle it well because you're not apologetic. It's like there's a way you do it. And you're not groveling about it, and you just you do what you do. So it's kind of like you become Teflon when you do that because they know that they're not going to get a reaction.
No,
from
it doesn't
you.
affect me at all. And you've got to treat them as virtual, And I found out that psychologically being ignored is emotionally the same as being slapped in the face, which makes me like Twitter even more.
Do you block people?
Very rarely. I don't usually block them. No,
I do. I love it. I love it because they usually wind up getting a letter, or they wind up popping up on some other of your social media.
I was joking,
and going, going, you're a fucking pussy. You're fucking, Say
it.
Well, they call me faggot or fucking pussy or fat fuck.
Say fat, yeah.
And it's like, dude, you just got mad at. I'm in my 40s. I'm an adult. I have a kid. You have a kid. You have a job, and you're yelling at me like we're in junior high.
I know.
And I fucking just got you.
No,
on a
it's the best thing to
kickball.
do if something bothers you, or particularly if you're being trolled and there's some sort of just block them and walk away from it. I don't know why some people. I understand why it's scary, particularly to, as I say, the misogyny against a woman for no reason is it's mad, it's hateful. But if someone says that your gig sucked, who gives a fuck?
Yeah,
fucking hell.
I've never heard that. but that's only because no one ever goes.
Well, it's time for another song. You're listening to Opie and Jim. You're listening to Jim.
Jim, yes.
You're
Opie
listening to
passed away.
Jim. Should we play another song?
Yes, we
I'm loving
should.
This is like this is the best promo ever.
I just got a text from Jerry Cooney. He's just sending me a picture of him fighting.
Oh, he fought Muhammad Ali in about 70.
No, he didn't. He never fought. He fought Larry Holmes.
Oh, Larry Holmes, was it? Right.
Yeah, I think that's him and Larry, actually. I don't know. He was a big brawler. What song should we play? We have to wrap up shortly.
Oh,
so
we got.
No, we have time.
Oh, okay. What do we want? Track 7. What's 7? Thank fuck it's Friday.
Which one do you want?
I don't mind. It's funny because I think that because it's out of context.
Can I pick it?
The funniest one should be there. Otherwise, it's like it's just a normal song. I don't know. Like Slough's a beautiful song, but it's funny because he's singing about Slough.
Equality Street.
There's video for that though. I want to hear one I haven't heard.
Well, all right. Don't cry. It's Christmas.
Yeah, that's Brent's song. It's about a little orphan kid that Brent imagines singing to. It's a real true story. Saw it in the local paper. But it's a lovely Christmas song.
What's the Lonely Cowboy?
That's
how Brent sees himself.
Yeah. Paris Nights, you've heard, haven't you? And you get to hear the second verse of that.
Which one was Paris Nights?
That's one about that Lady Diana when he was singing it to Dawn. Play Thank Fuck It's Friday. It's rock. This is all. Yeah.
Thank Fuck It's Friday.
Well, that's his rock anthem.
You sound like Mick Jagger.
Well, he's trying to do a Rolling Stone song, obviously. Yeah. Mixed with heavy rock, and he thinks and he's singing about repping. You know.
Does it? Because you sing good, right?
I sing well enough for it to be real, as opposed to a spoof. Yeah,
it's not such a parody that it's a spoof. Exactly, it's like a real song.
Yeah,
and that makes your stomach hurt.
This is what a 50-year-old rep would sing about. Of course, yeah. He does it. He means it. He means these. He thinks these songs are amazing.
The lyrics are good enough to be a song, but it makes you go like.
And he sings about growing across America in Ooh La La and picking up chicks and shit. You know, and it's just
in the suit. Is he have the suit?
Well, no,
or does he have a different outfit?
Yeah, he's sort of like he's gone a bit white shirt, sort of. He looks like a waiter, black sort of. You know, waistcoat.
So that's his stage.
And he comes on with Elvis glasses and takes those off immediately. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
He says the chorus a lot.
What?
Yeah.
That's a rock song.
I know. I'm just saying. David says the chorus a lot.
Well, live, I'd introduce this as a rude word in this next song. So if you've got a child, take him out now. If he's yours, if he is your child.
Thank fuck it's Friday.
It's an anthem.
Certainly is.
This should be your Friday show.
Are there videos?
Yeah, Lady Gypsy's coming out on the 1st of July, and that's when you can pre-order the album.
So this is a true advanced copy.
Yeah, this is it. This is it. Well, that was fun.
That's awesome.
This is an album, and then the movie's coming out.
No, the album's coming out the same day as the movie. It's 19th of August in the UK, and then it'll come to America in February.
I want a Chum's copy.
I'll get you a Chum's copy.
I really want to see this film. And when it comes to now let's establish early on. Now, when it comes to America, is it premiering in L.A. or New York?
Well, this is exciting news, and this is top secret, so I'm going to say it now. Netflix have bought out the rest of the world again. They've come in.
It's going to be just
yeah. So everyone's going to see
Netflix.
it, which is great. No, which is great for me because I'd rather 20 million people see it than 500,000 people see it at cinemas. Do you know what I mean? Because I want to do tours off the back of it. So for me, it's great that it's going.
Netflix. So they come in and just pay you what it would make.
Yeah. Maybe. Well, you don't know. If it makes 300 million, then they've got a bargain.
No, when I say premiere, I mean just the event of a premiere.
Oh, well, I might do a gig here as well. Yeah, I might do a premiere. Yeah, I might do a premiere for it be on Netflix and maybe play live, the band.
I'm positioning myself for an invite to the premiere event.
Your Chum's,
that's all
Chum's
it's about.
invite.
Okay.
Chum's invite.
It's all Chum's invite?
Yeah, Chum's invite, yeah.
Construction worker number 3 get a Chum's invite? If at the beginning I just run out on stage with my arms flailing?
Yeah, exactly. I saw that clip again the other day. I try and find that bridge. I asked David Kep where it was. I think it's
in Central Park, on the east side.
East side, 70-something?
Yeah. That's it, yeah. And there's a big hill.
People that go there like they go to Strawberry Fields one day.
And run down with their arms
windmilling. When someone shoots you. By mistake. I didn't know who he was. I just shot him. And now he's got a little plaque on the bridge.
I just remember the director going, what the fuck was he doing with his arms?
But you've got to watch Special Correspondence to see Little Jimmy. Honestly, it's horrible when those shorts are just the right side of way too short, and his little scrawny little body and a little bit of makeup. Because I gave him a wig at first, and I said no, too much.
Yeah,
it's much creepier. Look at that. We're showing it in the studio, people at home.
Yeah, but you get a little belt.
And if you don't want to watch the whole movie, it's in the first 1 minute. And
the hand clapping. Really,
look at that. Look, someone got a salamander and put lipstick on it. Are your eyebrows plucked? Are they actually plucked?
No, that's just natural. Eyebrows. That's why I make love to the camera.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, you only see the crease of his eyebrows, like the fold where they should be.
Look at the way he's standing.
Look at that. Of the 2 escorts, you don't even look at the Asian kid. It's right to me.
That's true. That's true.
He's wearing the Women's World Championship boxing belt.
Yeah.
What's that? What film is it? When is it one of the Summit Dragon, one of the, what's it, when he's in the pit and he's going, would you fuck me? I'd fuck me. What's that?
Oh, that's Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, that is it, isn't it?
Yeah.
You'd be great.
I fucked me hard when he had dirty fingernails.
Yeah.
His own nipple.
Yeah, but you're making it worse because I'm saying that's like you, and you're reveling in it. You're taking it as a compliment.
I'm Buffalo Billing it up. Yes, I am. I fucked me hard.
This movie was great though, and the Spanish couple in it were fucking hilarious.
America and Raul, yeah, they're great.
She was great. They were fucking awesome.
Oh, that's what I should be doing. This is my Emmy campaign. This is it. This should have been my Emmy campaign today, but we talked about waxing anuses.
That's okay. It was a full discussion, so
Emmy voters, if you've enjoyed this discussion, please vote for me for best TV movie.
Please do.
Yeah, that's
movie,
it. There's the plug.
Now,
right.
do they have do the Emmys give out cameo award? I mean, it's not unheard of.
No,
they don't.
But it would be nice if we got something like the what's the Razzies? That's the terrible things.
Razzies, yes.
What could we give Jim?
AZT? No, I'm kidding. Sorry.
I don't know. I mean, look, just something for like the most masculine guy pretending to not be.
A Job in October? No, I'm kidding.
Guy who improv'd a great moment. The clapping. I mean, clapping
that was
good.
his.
I mean,
that's not even in the scrplay.
Not even in the screenplay.
That was just him begging. That's how he begs for food at the fucking SeaWorld.
You want a fish? No, come.
Come in an envelope.
Well, I think we've finished as we started.
Yep.
Another highbrow discussion
certainly have.
about politics and art.
Ass, hair, and jism. Welcome aboard.
No problem there though. Don't get all matted now, do you? With cum.
What, in my asshole?
Yeah, just smooth, just dry wipe, dry wipe anus, dry wipe anus.
It's always in the last 5 minutes, and it just totally spirals out of control. There was a nice discussion about speech.
No one's listening. They've all gone to work.
I have a spitter, not a swallower.
Oh God,
that's
well, that's where we part company. All right, let's get the plugs out. Bobby, you're going to be where this weekend?
This weekend, I'm going to be at the do you have that little sheet? Where's that sheet? I'm going to be in Asbury Park.
Where's that?
South Jersey. It's where Springfield.
Let me see.
Asbury,
New Jersey. I'm in Asbury, New Jersey this weekend. I got a really big show coming this weekend. Where the fuck? At Independence Hall. All right, House of Independence. It's a theater in Asbury Park. It's Saturday night, one show. Go to my website for tickets, and don't forget the new season of Sex, Drugs, and Rock and Roll on FX premieres June 30th. So make sure you tune in for that. And there you go.
Jim, where are you playing this weekend?
Friday is Albuquerque. The Mouthful of Shame tour has been extended.
I hate that picture.
It
makes me feel sick.
Oh, good.
I know why you've done it, but I hate it. I have to scroll past it. It's horrible. It's horrible. It's horrible because it's you. You know, it's just a horrible image. It's fucking well done. Well done. No. Well done. I know that's what you wanted. It's fucking horrible. Sorry. Carry on.
That's okay. Saturday the 18th.
Is this the cue to the sperm bank? Yes, but it's meant to be your own sperm, Mr. Norton, and we wouldn't want yours anyway.
You're supposed to carry your friend's sperm down here.
Well, I'm like the midwife toad. I carry around better sperm than I have to impregnate. It's good for the pond. It's good for the world.
Guys, it was coffee. It wasn't cum this time.
He's a method actor. He insists. Has anyone got any cum?
Yeah, there was a line of trannies in between takes.
Jesus Christ! How is this on the air? How is this a real fucking radio show? It's ridiculous. Oh, fuck me. Carry on. What else you do?
Thank you for asking. Salt Lake City on Saturday. That's this weekend. Albuquerque, Salt Lake City, and then next week is Orlando and Atlanta. That's what I have going on.
And if you vote for the Emmys, make sure you vote for Ricky's movie.
Yeah, and when can they download this?
They can pre-order the album on the 1st of July, and they get Lady Gypsy and Life on the Road free. It's all called instant gratification. It's not what you think of. Yeah, they get that for free if they order the album on, I think, July the 1st. Yeah, and the film's out. It's going to be in America in February.
Cool.
Life on the Road.
I'll give a full review. After my chum's copy, I will give a full review.
Definitely.
I'm sure I'm going to love
where
it.
It's at.
I love the trailer.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was great.
It was like entertainment, I guess.
Yeah, it was pseudo. It was pseudo entertaining. It was
exactly. It was just we were just like Bob and Bing, weren't we?
Who's that?
Bob Hope and Bing Crosby.
Oh
wow! Fuck! You just ended the show.
I didn't know who he. I thought Bob and Bing was like a bada Bing. I didn't know he meant people.
Fucking.
Yeah, they were quite famous here.
Yeah, they were real famous.
No. I know when you say their last names, but I just didn't recognize them first names. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm all about Caitlin. What?
As a producer, got a plug.
You sure?
Yeah. This has ended quietly. That's
the way it always is. Now we're ending the way we began.
Yeah, anticlimactic.
Just kind of quiet. In the
Jim
toilet.
went to callers. We were so boring. Me, I blame me.
No. I went to callers because that's what it's a huge topic of discussion.
You can make it serious. I was just joking.
He's even more like a villain now. I like that. That looks great with those
I look
glasses.
like a villain?
Yeah.
What kind of villain?
I don't know. You kind of go,
Mr. Bond. I'm not going to kill you. I'm just going to wank you off. That's why you're tied down. Do you like that?
Oh my God, that's Eric Hitchmo.
Yes.
That's Eric Hitchmo.
Who's that? What a reference from The Office.
From The Office.
Wow.
Oh. I don't like that in the workplace.
But that's the guy
Let's
from...
do selfies on radio. This is amazing. Let's do selfies now. We're on air. Is anyone still listening?
No. Yeah. But we could have ended 5 minutes ago. That's the beauty of us, is we just got greedy and kept
also,
talking.
the good thing about your demographic is they haven't got jobs to go to.
No, they don't. They're all
no.
Or they're actually all...
they're driving their job.
Yeah. Come on.
Where we go?
Come on,
Jimbo.
Hold on.
All right, come on, Jimbo.
Hold on.
Look at those. Look at this fucking... Look at that.
How are you going to...
That's... Oh, we can't... Honestly, this is like a fucking eclipse. Honestly, if Robert's in the front, you can't see me and Jim. Jesus Christ. Ready? Let's have a look at that. Let's see how that worked out.
Oh, that's a good one.
Look at that. Honestly, send your donations.
Let me see it.
Please send your donations to
It's an awful photo. It's an awful photo.
I'll be tweeting that now. Thank you very much, everybody.
Bye, guys. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Ricky, good seeing you,
Cheers, man. That was
Take it
fun.
easy, buddy.
Brilliant. Cheers, man.